Bam, we're live. I would not do that again. I will not do that again. That was dumb. Blasphemy. Blasphemy, you say. I'm just not doing that again. That was stupid. My calves are so sore. Sevi, what are you talking about? Chad, I would not do that workout again. That was dumb. 1,000 step-ups. I did it with a 20-pound vest. That was dumb. Not good. Not what I needed. I didn't scale it appropriately. I should have done maybe 250. 250. Calves are too sore. Lower back is too sore. Yeah. Kenneth Lap, it's Sevan time where I replace my absentee father with a wise and jacked Armenian man. I am definitely jacked, but not wise. No, definitely not jacked. Aaron Chabelle, get Sevi some medical attention. He's having a vaginitis. Vaginitis. I always say vagin. What I tell my kid? You have a severe case of vagitosis. A vaginitis flare-up, I see. I don't mind the actually the best part is the DOMS, right? What does DOM stand for? Delayed onset muscle soreness. I like the DOMS. This is just, I mean, I did it barefoot. I don't know. I think that made my calves significantly more sore. Arches of my feet are tight, Zach says. I just don't see the reason for stepping up onto a box and stepping down 1,000 times and thinking it's a it was dumb. It was dumb. Asymmetric Gears, I have the same sweet CEO shirt. Mine's too tight on me. I wouldn't be comfortable wearing it, but I'm not eating today, so I know that by 2 I'll have seriously reduced inflammation and it'll fit nicely. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm the man. I'm going to try to play tennis today too. Like right after this, I'm going to get up. I'm going to be so sore. Yeah. Knee destruction. That's so interesting you say that. Between 500 and 600, I had to really consciously start putting excessive weight on the outside of my feet for the remainder, 400 or 500 step ups, because something was happening when I was lazy and I just like stepped like I just stepped, and I was having some weird discomfort in my knee. I didn't like it. Jake Chapman, I like the idea that Sevi had CrossFit terms written in big writing all around the studio walls for him to refer to during the show. I like the idea that Sevi, I don't remember having that idea. Eric Brandt, I think of climbing the tower stairs. Ian Arsvold, is DOMS a real thing? I've only had soreness a day later. Wait a second. That is DOMS, isn't it? I think of DOMS as just any soreness. I like being sore. Anytime I do any I've been about a year ago I started doing that thing where you take the dumbbell and you push it up from behind your head that I used to do back in the day before CrossFit. And if I do those once a week, my triceps are sore every time. I love that feeling. Like sore to the touch even. Behind the scenes. Oh, now I'm stimulated. Behind the scenes by Team Richie on CrossFit. Explain. I want to see that. Please explain. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, soreness is soreness. I think it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Ian, that's what it is. Soreness is just, it's always delayed. You're not, if you feel it right away, that's called injury. I don't know why the delayed is redundant. No one's like working out and like 3 seconds later they're sore. I think maybe sometimes my kids have had that just because their cycle time is so fast. I think they've done stuff, been sore, and then the next day not been sore. as I get older, it takes longer and longer. I'm actually surprised my calves are this sore right now. But I also was doing crazy jump roping the day before Chad, like an idiot, barefoot jump roping, like a shitload of it. So, Jake Chapman, Dom's is actually a dick on my shoulder. Yeah, that's old man shit right there. Blade Walker. Dom's is real as fuck. I felt it like 2 days later. Yeah, I've had that too. It's a trip. That's how it almost normally is for me now. All right. What are we doing? Today was the closest I've ever come to not doing a show in the morning. Like it was 20 minutes before the show and I wasn't showered and I was sitting on the couch. Kind of like, I think maybe I was even having a pity party. No one showed up. It wasn't it was a solo party. Solo. You guys want to see something absolutely nuts? This I know you guys are going to have trouble believing this. I'm having trouble believing this. Is barefoot jump roping a band name? No, it could be. Sabir, I'm glad you still came on us. Yeah, I'll always come on you. Don't worry about that. I'll always come on you. Listen, here we go. Brace yourself. Let's explore this together. Let's all hold hands. This is CrossFit All Elements in Nyon, Switzerland. I love everybody. I'm accepting of everybody. I just love everyone. I love the whole universe. I just want everyone to get along. I want the pedophiles and the Jew haters and the murderers and the school shooter. I just love everyone. Everyone deserves a chance to express themselves. It's okay. A little bit, everything in moderation. You know what I like to do? I like to pull my car up to the gas station and open the gas cap. And right when I'm done filling it up with gas, I like to leave a little bit of room and pour apple juice in there. Because everything in moderation is okay. Just a cup. My car doesn't like it so much, but I tell my car everything in moderation. I don't know if I'm an audiophile, but I just gave away like 25 pairs of headphones. I had 415s. I took out the back seat of my 1977 Volkswagen Rabbit and had 415s back there. I built the box and everything myself, installed it. Crossovers, electronic, passive, amps. There was no room to have sex in my Rabbit. I wasn't having sex in high school anyway. I thought about it. And if you don't think that's being quite open-minded enough, you know what your car would really like? Just in moderation is just 1 jar of peanut butter in your gas tank. It takes a little while to get it all down that hole, but just a little bit. The reason why McDonald's has sold 1 billion, I need to explain this first real quick. So people have these ideas and they think like they're good ideas, right? So you get this, you think that Coke is bad, so you want to tax it. So it costs more. And then that money goes where? To the government? Okay, goes into this big pile for the government. And then let's say that money is going to go to type 2 diabetes because Coke gives people type 2 diabetes. So it's going to go to lowering the price of insulin for people who have type 2 diabetes from drinking too much Coke, right? So now what you have is you have the government. You think you're I'm so smart. I'm going to tax Coca-Cola. I'm going to tax the drink. But Coke is ecstatic because now they're in business with the government. Because now the government's collecting $500 million a year and creating 3,000 jobs to manage that money because they get money from the evil Coke. We're gonna teach Coke. We're going to tax it so less people buy it. But if the same amount of people buy it, we'll use that money to help people with type 2 diabetes by lowering the cost of insulin. Help, help, help. Same thing with cigarettes. You think you're going to have these fucking brilliant ideas. I want to save Palestinian children. It's fucking horrible what Israel's doing. I'm going to start chanting free Palestine. No, that you're actually getting more Palestinian kids killed. You're from over here in your cush little place telling those people basically to stand up and fight. No, bad idea. I can't believe the way that cop treated that black guy. I'm going to start going to BLM riots. And I'm going to do defund the police. They're bad. Have you seen one person apologize, like one Antifa person apologize to the black community? So you have these like harebrained ideas, like you think you're going to help someone. You ain't helping shit. You know, on that same note, I was thinking, when we were talking the other day, it was on the CrossFit Games update show, and I'd say 90% of the people in the comments disagreed with me, and Bill disagreed with me, and Taylor disagreed with me, and all these people disagreed with me. And it was interesting in hindsight. Someone in the comments wrote, "Sevan, you have to be honest and transparent and authentic so you can build relationships with people." And I'm like, oh, isn't it so funny? I'm willing to say that I'm more transparent and authentic than anyone I know, and more honest than anyone I know, or at least up there with the most honest people I know. And someone's lecturing on me because I don't want to fucking tell you where I spend my money, what I owe you. It's so fucking funny. There's these people. It's the same fucking ass backwards thinking. Listen to this one. Here's another good one. There's these people. There's these athletes who like think it's like cool that Andrew Hiller did a natty or not on them, and they got natty. Well, you have to understand that doesn't work unless other people are convinced of not being natty. You get that? It's like there has to be both sides. There has to be both sides. You can't just have it. You can't just have it one way. What you like today, the opposite is also true, and that's going to happen to you too. Don't think it's not. And then are you going to be cool with that? And what's crazy is, what's funny about all of that being said too is, I think that every single affiliate owner should live in a $850,000 house, be making $400,000 a year, and be driving a whatever the fucking nicest SUV is. But if they were, they're fucking, I guarantee you 90% of you and 90% of their fucking patrons would fucking hate them and be talking shit behind their back. But I'm the one that doesn't want the transparency. You're the one demanding that your affiliate owner tell you why they raise the prices. Fuck off. Hey, it's the same thing. Remember when Dave Castro got fired? That sucked. That hurt me more than anyone, except for Dave. And the CrossFit community was yelling at Rosa, tell us why he was fired. Fuck you. He don't owe you shit. Tell you why he got fired. How about I go in your house and look at the last 20 websites you've been to, and I tell the world what you're looking at. It was Rose's, was the boss. He don't owe you to tell you. And you don't even know if Dave wants the reason why, giving out why he was fired, but you're all demanding that shit. Like you're standing up for him. Ain't doing shit. I haven't been accused of being on the sauce for about a year. I need to step it up. Yeah, own the affiliate and your wife brings in $250. Yeah, that's a good idea too. How about every single member of the affiliate? Right? How about all the fucking people who go to affiliates sit down right now and write their boss a letter why they're not paying them more? Hey, I know you come in here every day at 6 a.m. and I know you're living like a poor fucking slob. But the only reason why I pay you $175 a month is because I like to spend this other money on Molly and hookers. Great question, Rambler. Sevi, what are your last 3 websites? You know what I obsess on? You guys, I don't know if you guys know this, because you asked if I was an audiophile. I like to go to this website a lot. I'll show you. I like to go to Sony Alpha Rumors. I go to this one. I'll show you right here, and I like to just stay abreast on just anything that's new. If I have at night, this is kind of how I'll decompress. I'll go to this website. Excuse me. They came out with a new Sony A9. I was checking it out. It's expensive, $6,000. Excuse me. Probably worth it. Technology is insane. And then I like this one. I like Mac Rumors. Do you guys do Mac Rumors? I really like Mac Rumors. Apple will add a new larger 12.9-inch iPad Air to an entirely refreshed iPad lineup. I guess I'm a pretty hardcore consumer. I have some real superficial I love a new iPhone. Yeah, camera. I love camera stuff. And then of course this one, you guys are gonna some of you probably won't like this. I go to this website a lot too. Here we go. I hope nothing weird pops up. Oh, look. Oh, look, you can see all this lube that I wanted to buy. Sorry. Oh yeah, look I was looking at these. I was thinking about buying one of these to fidget with during the show. This Python Power Twist Bar. And I thought it would be fun for the boys. You know, those old school things. Anyway. I do those 3 websites. I'm a consumer. Jethro, good morning. Woo! New affiliate. Is posting a picture showing you bought stuff from Craig Ritchie virtue signaling? Ooh, that is a good question. I don't really understand virtue signaling. You know who texted me yesterday? Or the day before, I can't remember, but I think it was yesterday in the morning. Jeremy texted me. Black man Jeremy, in the chat. And he just said Chad ? So then I called him back. I'm like, hey, what's up? And we talked for a minute. And he was like, hey, I go, okay, I'll probably do Chad. I'm going to take the kids to tennis and then jiu-jitsu. And then I'll come home and just get blown out of my mind on caffeine. And I'll do Chad. And he's like, cool. And then he said, take video of it and post it. And that rubbed me the wrong way. I took a picture of my face to show that I did it because I did it because I was a mess. I looked like someone punched me in the face and threw a bucket of water on me, but I decided not to post it. I didn't have the humility. So I just took a picture of the clicker and Mike Sauer. I went in FaceTime and turned off that stuff that you're talking about that's causing all those problems. I turned it off in FaceTime. I saw this one too. Just telling everyone you did Chad virtue signaling. Hold on. I need to look up virtue signaling. Maybe it is virtue signaling. I'm just telling you because I can feel it in my calves the whole time. The public expression of opinions or sentiments intended to demonstrate one's good character or social consciousness or moral correctness. I guess there's a little bit of that. I mean, only the person who does it knows, right? I'm probably 30% virtue signaling and 70% just, I know a bunch of you guys did it too. So finding common ground, you know what I mean? Like talking to you about it. Like if we both used to date the same chick, We're like, did she do this for you? And you're like, yeah, she did. You know what I mean? Like 30% of it's bragging. You had that girlfriend. The other 70%'s like, you want to compare notes. It's more like that. It's lack of virtue signaling. Virtue signaling, Blade. It's a public expression of opinions or sentiments. I think going to church is probably virtue signaling. Isn't there somewhere in the Bible where Jesus talks about that, where he says, like, if you pray for me in church, you'll receive my glory there? Meaning, I think what he means is like, or he says something like, you'll receive something from your peers, but if you pray behind closed doors, you get the full abundance of glory of God, or some shit like that. When I pick up trash at the skate park, I'm not virtue signaling. When I come back here and tell you guys about it, I am virtue signaling. Fuck, I should just not pick up the trash and just tell you guys I did it. Cut out the middleman. Oh, wow. Jake Chapman. This conversation's taking a crazy twist. How to break a man's heart. Tell him you did insert sexual act with his ex and you won't do it again because it hurt too much. Jeez Louise. And then finally, 21 minutes into the show, I get some validation. So here we go. Let's get back to the show. This is the no judgment zone. I wish I knew how to make this better, but I don't have Caleb here. This is CrossFit All Elements in Nyon, Switzerland. McDonald's et al. Elements. It's something in some foreign language I don't understand. In whatever they speak in Switzerland. A special announcement, new partnership between CrossFit All Elements and McDonald's. We're thrilled to announce that CrossFit All Elements and McDonald's La Côte restaurants have joined forces to bring you an exceptional wellness experience. Excuse me? What did you say? On one hand, CrossFit All Elements, your designation for ultimate fitness, strength, and endurance, whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your journey to more active lifestyle, CrossFit All Elements has you covered. On the other side, and they show a packet of French fries. McDonald's, an icon of fast food. We understand that balance between pleasure and well-being is essential. I didn't know. Is that what McDonald's is? It's a pleasure house? Like, they're not referring it as an eating place. It's a pleasure house, right? It's a pleasure and we understand that a balance between pleasure and well-being is essential. All right. Together, we believe that the key to healthy living lives in diversity, motivation, and moderation. Diversity lies in diversity. Healthy living lies in diversity, motivation, and moderation. God, it's just such horseshit. It's just such horseshit. Our partnership offers you the opportunity to enjoy McDonald's gourmet delights. Well, McDonald's enjoys the opportunity to gourmet. Gourmet delights. A connoisseur of good food, a person with a discerning palate, gourmet. Our partnership offers you CrossFit All Elements partnership with McDonald's. I just can't believe I'm saying that. Offers you the opportunity to enjoy McDonald's gourmet delights while pursuing your fitness goals in CrossFit All Elements. We can't wait to join you on this unique adventure. Get ready to experience the perfect balance of fitness and indulgence. Stay tuned for more surprises coming your way. Love, Sporty Beth. Hey, dude, I ain't shitting on McDonald's. I'm not like uh like do what you want. Eat what you want. But you will turn into a pile of shit if you order a hamburger, french fries, and milkshake. Like if you eat there once a year or some shit, like while you're like you have this drive you do 3 times a year with your family. I'm just trying to think like what we did as a kid. We would go there, but it would always be on these crazy like fucking 10-hour drives. We'd stop, use their bathroom, get chicken McNuggets. But it's fucking attached to the place. It's like part of your lifestyle. I don't think McDonald's should be part of your lifestyle. I don't recommend it. I don't think that like that canola shit, and I don't think those French fries like you're not supposed to choose like when you go see. It's like just eating dessert, I guess is what I'm saying. It's just eating dessert. It's like going somewhere and like ordering a cake for the dinner and then ice cream for the dessert. Like I'm not trying to like shame anyone for going there or hating on it. Like I think I've mellowed in that. But to be attached to it and what does it say here? On the other side of it, what does it say? We can't wait for you to join this unique adventure and get ready to experience the perfect balance of fitness and indulgence. You don't need McDonald's attached to your gym if you want balance from it. It won't sustain it. It won't sustain the business. Man. Excuse me. What a trip. I want to look at CrossFit All Elements. I mean, dude, this gym has 5,400 followers on Instagram. That's incredible. Oh, wow. They do Movember. They do Pink October. So they're against cancer. That's amazing. Oh, I wonder what the comments say. Can I read the comments on this? I wonder what the people say. Oh, there are no comments. Oh, they have the comments turned off. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. They have the comments turned off. What does that mean when they have the comments turned off? That means you're getting ass pounded? Is that I had apple cinnamon. I don't know what that word is. Bonnets. I hope that was good because that sounds like it was a waste of calories. If you're going to eat junk food, eat the good shit. Ken Walters, perfect example of why Greg said he didn't want affiliates selling anything. That wouldn't be better than the training. Well, there you go. Yeah, I don't think you want to be. That's a great point. Like, why not? Yeah, exactly. Why not be associated with a barbecue place next door that's just crazy, like zone food, just Brussels sprouts and meat. I don't lots of cancer stuff, ironically. Everyone in the gym looks fit as shit in all their pictures. They don't look like they eat at McDonald's. Oh. I kind of don't believe it. A McDonald's and a CrossFit gym pairing up. How about this? Do you guys remember I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble for showing this. You guys remember the guy who was taking pictures in bathrooms at the games? I don't know why, but in my head, I assumed it was a dude taking pictures of girls. I don't know, but it's a dude taking pictures of dudes. I guess that makes more sense. Kenneth DeLapp, Hunter McIntyre claims to eat McDonald's. He looks fit. Yeah, he can eat whatever he wants, I'm sure, and look fit. You're right. I'm sure a lot of those people can. You could probably live a long, healthy life if you eat in a McDonald's. Oh, yeah, meat gazing in the bathroom. Just doing some meat gazing. I just think that most people who go to McDonald's, you're probably getting a milkshake and French fries and chicken McNuggets dipped into a bucket of sugar sauce. Alberto Jimenez, Sevi, same as Greg having a monster during Mark Bell's podcast. I don't even know what you're talking about. It's not even close to the same. I don't even. By the way, we got up to drive there early in the morning. Greg and I got up at 6:30 in the morning. And Greg gets up there and he looked a little tired, and I said to Mark Bell, I said, "Do you have any caffeine?" We'd now been up since 6, and he'd probably been up from 4, so he gets up so early. And it's now, I don't know, 10 or 11. It was probably 11 a.m. We got there an hour late. It was a long drive there, 2 or 3 hours. We had to stop because I had to pee, of course. And we got there, and I asked Mark Bell, I said, "Hey, do you have any caffeine that Greg could drink during the show in case he needs a little pick-me-up?" And Mark Bell put that monster there. It's like I've known Greg for, I don't know, 20 years, and he drinks so much black tea, but never with sugar in it, not even once. And he asks for no water too, so it's the strong shit. And people will always be like, "Is there what's in your tea, Greggy?" Like they think they're gonna catch him on, "What's your workout, Greggy?" Like they think they're gonna catch him on something. I don't see what his having that monster up there. Don't get me wrong, Alberto, I wish it wouldn't have been up there. I don't like promoting that shit. But Greg having a boost of caffeine. You know what else was sitting on that desk too? But I didn't realize it until afterwards. Was that stuff that he gave us, the Creighton. He gave those Creightons to Greg too and set those up there. I guarantee you Greg's not drinking those anymore either. We tried those on the way home. Ooh, fuck. Jake Chapman, waking up at 6 is a luxury. Everyone should be up by then. Shift workers are exempt. Anyway, I lost my. What am I doing here? Okay. If you come to my house, you'll see that there's a Bang energy drink in the fridge. It's like an emergency. It's like my security blanket. It's like just in case. If you go to Tia Toomey's house, you'll see a can of that stuff. You can just suck on her boobs and get some energy drink. She processes it for you once drinking. Her baby gets once drinking energy drinks. How about, holy shit? I don't know if I should tear into this. There's a video I saw, and it shows, I think it was Noah Olson and a bunch of other athletes playing drinking games, but with Monster Energy. It has got to be the stupidest thing I've ever fucking seen. I wish I could remember where I saw it. I saw it a couple days ago. Someone sent it to me. It is fucking bizarre. If you're curious why this, like, I would rather those athletes do just a straight up McDonald's commercial. Remember, like, Serena Williams and Venus Williams used to have McDonald's commercials, and they'd be behind the counter, like, serving fucking hamburgers? It's this fucking whole group of CrossFit athletes playing a drinking game with energy drink. I'm like, first of all, why would Rain do that? Whose idea was that? Why not just show fucking why not just do an interview or just show fucking Noah Olson with sweat dripping off his titties, drinking a Rain, and then doing some crazy CrossFit shit. You remember, like, Jordan would be drinking Gatorade and, like, it would be, like, dripping out of his pores and shit? They're doing a drinking game with an energy drink. It is fucking there's a word for it. I don't wanna say the word. It's beyond dorky. It, like, makes it so I would never wanna drink that shit. Yeah, like, they should do Red Bull and vodka. Yeah, there you go. Not in a drinking game, but oh, man, we fucking have some cheese dicks in our group, in our cohort. Oh, you think that was a spoof? God, I hope it was. That would be cool. Okay, if that was a joke, that would be cool. Yeah, it's beyond cringe. It's so um I don't know how some of them, those fuckers, sleep at night, to be honest with you. Okay, look at this. So there was a guy taking pictures in the bathroom at the CrossFit Games. Hey, and I'm all for, like, if you wanna make your money doing, rain commercials and you actually drink that stuff, like, before you work out, like, I don't know what it takes to get up before a workout. Like, if you chug a fucking 4 ounces of Rain right before you step out onto the floor at the CrossFit Games or Rogue, fucking make that commercial then. Look right into the fucking camera and be like, "Dude, this shit fucking gets me up." Every morning I wake up before I come out here, I wake up, I get out of my fucking bed like a fucking boss. I thank God for being alive. I'm like, "Holy fuck, here we go, Sevy." I walk over to my coffee machine, I turn it on, I plug my internets back in, I start opening blinds, I look outside, it's dark. I walk outside my underwear out onto the plantation, the Three Plain Brothers fucking estate, and I say, God, this is a glorious life. And then I chug a big fucking fat espresso shot of Paper Street coffee. And I go, damn, if my fucking listeners knew how much fucking money I made off this podcast, they'd probably come and try to take it from me, those fucking assholes. And then the espresso soaks deep into my soul, and I'm like, I'm alive. And then I go make another shot, and I mix it with a pint of water. And then I start digging through DMs, and I'm like, yeah, dude, this is a fucking cool ass life. I'm about to go hang out with Dick Butter. And it's fucking Paper Street coffee. Just gets me so fucking wired for this show. I ain't no games athlete, but fucking A. I'm a boss when I drink Paper Street. I feel on top of the world, unstoppable. Now you want to play a drinking game with Paper Street coffee? We'll do somersaults and take shots. Sevy Beastcake, Sevy, going back to Friday's update show, they were giving you shit about how they run their affiliates. You were saying Greg didn't give a shit what people thought. Isn't that what the current regime? No, they only give a fuck what people think. They only give a fuck. That's why they do all those surveys and shit. Listen, we need a leader. We need a lead. This company needs a leader with such this company needs a leader with such strong values and vision of what this company needs to do. And then the affiliates that want to be a part of that should stay, and the ones that don't should get off. When he said Floyd 19, in the perfect world, Greg would have said, hey, those of you who think I'm a racist, how about you go fuck off? Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking idiots. For those of you that have clients and my statement made it hard for you to do business because you have clients that are fucking morons and they think that I'm racist, I apologize a little bit for the discomfort I've caused you, because I am actually trying to help you keep your businesses open. So I do apologize a little bit for that. And then I'll help you try to work through that together. But those of you who think I'm fucking racist and don't realize I'm actually defending the fucking black man and all of society because I have values, fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. And then 2 years later, we would have come through this. We'd be where we are here today. And do you know how strong the brand would be? Oh my God. It would be the opposite of where it is now. It would be so strong. People want to get behind something that's true and stands its fucking ground. So this guy takes a fucking camera into the so a guy takes a camera into the bathroom at the CrossFit Games.
Tennessee man is behind bars in Dane County.
So I hear that it says a Tennessee man is behind bars. I'm like, uh-oh. Was that God, I hope he didn't go to CrossFit Mayhem.
Accused of filming people in the bathrooms during the CrossFit Games.
Dane County Sheriff detectives claim that Ty Tran filmed men in bathrooms at the Alliant Energy Center.
The guy's name is Ty Tran. That's Vietnamese, right? Tran, Vietnamese? Excuse me.
This weekend. Rachel Perry has been following this arrest closely and poring over the new court documents today. She joins us live from the Alliant.
She's been poring over the new court documents. My gym fees are so expensive. Wah. Wah. Sebby, you don't even go to an affiliate. You don't know. Sorry, I'm getting my wires crossed. Sorry.
Energy Center with these disturbing.
What's WKOW? Oh, that must be the TV station. Okay, here we go. Oh, these are disturbing details.
Rachel?
Yeah, officials say this was first reported on Sunday, but detectives claim they found the videos on Trans's phone.
Hey, did you see her name at the bottom? It said there was a little F next to it. Is that her Facebook account, the reporter's Facebook account? That's crazy. I've never even noticed that ever anywhere before.
In both Saturday and Sunday, with at least 2 victims seen in those videos. Now, the criminal
victims. There were 2 victims seen in those videos. Victims.
Complaint states one victim showed investigators a video of Ty Tran watching a video on his phone.
So someone showed the cops a video of this guy watching videos on his phone. That's fucking brilliant. That guy's a nice nose. Look at that nose. Ty Tran. Ty Tran. What's up, Ty Tran? Sevan, let the Asian kid play with you guys. All right, fine. Come on, Ty. Come on. You can play with me and Lamar, Ty. Come on. Okay, Ty Tran. Okay, here we go.
Of someone using the bathroom. The detective claims it shows Tran zoom in on the victim's genitals. When
Ooh! Ooh! So the video shows Ty Tran zooming in on the victim's genitals. I'm trying to picture when anyone gets a direct line. I don't think anyone in a bathroom ever gets a direct line. Maybe a tall guy standing next to me in a urinal, in a tight urinal. I guess, did they have troughs at the games? Which bathroom? How does anyone see? I don't feel like anyone gets a good fucking could peep my dick in the bathroom. I mean, they could, but with the phone out. How did someone get a video of the video? I know it's fucking genius, isn't it? So someone must have thought he was filming cock in the bathroom. What's so funny is that this is at the CrossFit Games. Like, if this was anywhere else, you'd have got away with it. You ain't getting away with this at the CrossFit Games. Hey, in all honesty, I'm surprised he didn't get punched out. It's all fun and games there till it's not. There's a lot of juiced up dudes there. Not like weird juiced up like Mr. Universe, but like His testosterone's flowing. Okay. So they got video of him zooming in on genitalia.
Officers spoke to Tran. They say he claimed his phone takes videos when he puts it in his bag.
He claims his phone takes videos when he puts it in his bag. Well, then here's the thing. Don't have your phone out in the bathroom. There should be like some sort of etiquette.
From the button being accidentally pushed, investigators say they
The button? Who has a button on their phone?
found videos on Tran's phone of both the victim and another man using the bathroom on separate occasions.
Wait, so they got video on the phone of the victim and another man in the bathroom. I guess the other man wasn't a victim because his dick wasn't in the shot. Man, this is crazy.
Trans appeared in Dane County Court for the first time today, where his bail was set to...
I can't even remember who won the CrossFit Games this year. Oh, Laurel Horvat and Jeffrey Adler. Shit. Wow. Took a second. But I do know it was 2023 when we had Dickgate at the CrossFit Games. That's when Ty Tran was filming cock in the bathroom.
$500,000. What detectives claim...
Oh, shit. He's being held on $500,000 bail. Oh, my God. Dude. One of the kids' jiu-jitsu instructors was held up by knife point at an ATM. The guy was let out in 24 hours. Another guy, another cop friend of mine was telling me about someone who punched out a guard in jail. 2 weeks later, that guy was out. And then my buddy just arrested him again recently. That's fucking crazy. You punch out a guard in jail and 2 weeks later you're out of jail. But this guy needs to put $500,000 bail for taking some fucking 24 frames. Basically, when they say, for those of you who don't know, when you're taking video, that's basically the meaning he was taking 24 pictures a second of penis. 20 video is just when you take more than 24 frames a second. Generally speaking, that's like it's not like the official law. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is the law. But when you say like, hey, he has video of that guy's penis, really, he took 24 pictures a second for what you would guess is multiple seconds. So basically, let's say he has 10 seconds of video at 24 pictures a second. That means he took 240 consecutive pictures of the man's penis. And when you put him in a flip book, it looks like it's moving. You guys understand the importance of breaking that down? Yeah, in California, that's cool. You can take it. Listen, in California, you can dress up as a dude and go into the girl's bathroom and fucking bang the chicks, just as long as, like, it's cool. Man. Is this the same guy that stole the plates from the gym? Oh, I don't think so. But that was that was an Asian guy too. A lot of Asian crime. You don't really, they're making up for lost time. You don't usually hear about a lot of Asian crime. David Attaway, happens in jail all the time, Sevi. You mean where guards get punched out? Yeah, my buddy said his fucking that he arrested a guy and put him in jail, and then he was looking at his record, and 2 weeks earlier he had punched a guard in the jail and knocked him out cold. Would it be different if it was a woman taking the footage? I think so, but I think so. Call me a homophobe, but I think so. What can I tell you?
Claim Trans admitted to doing, all coming up tonight at 6. But for now, live in Madison, Rachel Perry, 27 News.
For more
Right
details.
now,
Can you imagine? Look at this girl. You went to college for journalism, and you're covering some sport known as niche sport called CrossFit, some cult sport, and an event where a dude took video of another dude's penis in a bathroom. My life's so fulfilling. And right after this, I'm going to do a story on people using Rain energy drink in a drinking game. Oy vey, as they say in the hood. Oy vey. So we have some great I should have saved all of this for the CrossFit Games update show. Hey, Dana White was on Gutfeld. That was weird. I haven't watched the episode yet. Yeah, I liked the fights last night, Patrick. Someone in here said they thought the fights were stupid. I loved the fights last night. I thought they were awesome. I didn't want Alex to win, but I respect him. That's cool. I didn't want Andrade to win. I like the way Yuri said. They asked Yuri, "Hey, was it stopped early?" He's like, "Nah, I was hurt." There's a subject I want to bring up. I'm not sure how to word it. Just not sure how to word it. Oh, this is some pretty interesting video. I can show you guys. This is these are some Palestinian freedom fighters interacting with some American college students. This is the Sevan Podcast got this content exclusively. Here we go.
Could be there with you.
You can come to Gaza anytime, and we will throw you from the roof, you homosexual dirt.
Do you hear? Bro, want to throw me a rooftop party?
They are so welcoming and inclusive.
So shukran. And you are also very welcome to come here to America.
We will come. First, we finish with Israel, and America is next.
Great! So I guess we'll see you soon.
Yes, it will be a blast.
Can't wait. It will be so multicultural.
Ya Allah, you are so stupid.
Thank you so much, Abu. We love you.
I won't even bother killing you. It's a waste of bullets.
Good vibes only.
It's better you just kill yourself.
Okay, bye.
Die.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be Jews free. Yeah, that sounds better.
It is better.
There you go. There you go. That is Saturday Night Live. Well, it sounds like they finally woke up. I think maybe the Jew libs are waking up. Dick Butter, seriously, if you want to take a picture of my dick, at least let me get it hard first. Fair enough. There was this is how I think too. Lilu. How ironic a guy named Tran invading a people's privacy in the dressing room while trans are invading girls' restrooms. Yeah, I think of that kind of stuff too. We'll let you pick any roof you want to throw you from, you homosexual. Israel, Columbia Yosemite, Israel's #1 satire program, mocks the support for Hamas on college campuses. I don't know. Was that Israel's Saturday Night Live mock? Was that Saturday Night Live? Bill Gates' business associates reached combined $365 million settlement with Jeffrey Epstein's victims. When do we get the list? We just want the list. We just want the list. Oh, man. I wish I would have thought of this. From a young age, I remember when microwaves came out and I was like, I'm not doing that. I just remember being a little kid thinking that's not right. And I also I don't like, I'm sure I've told you guys this a million times. I don't like any silicone, even though it's supposedly just glass, but I don't like any silicone cooking utensils, like silicone spatulas or any of that stuff. I just like steel and glass. That's it. I just want steel and glass. That's the only shit that makes sense to me in my brain to have around anything that's hot. Because I always think that anything that's hot is then breaking something up. I hated like watching people drink hot coffee out of styrofoam cups. I hated it when I bought a cup somewhere and it got softer because of the heat. I'm just like, oh fuck, this is like decaying into my drink. But I never thought of this. And this is I just like it because it hates on Starbucks too. But here we go.
About the plastic cups that you get your coffee in at Starbucks. Let's talk about those.
A paper cup by nature should absorb water. If it's not absorbing water, then that means there must be a barrier in between the paper and the liquid. And that barrier is polyethylene plastic. A study found that in 15 minutes of contact with hot liquids leached 25,000 microplastic particles into your cup. But no one's questioning this. No one's really thinking about it because it's just part of our daily lives.
So there's I don't know what I thought it was. I guess I just thought it was wax. I don't even know what wax is either. So you put that fucking coffee into the cup, and of course there's some liner in the cup that's made of plastic, right? And that shit's like going into your coffee, and then you're drinking your coffee.
Are we very?
No one's talking about it because they're told not to. I don't know. I don't think it's that. I just think it's people are stupid and don't think. I think I'm just stupid for not thinking about it. I should have just thought about it. It's like just common sense. I'm not giving them the power. That's my fault. That's 100% my fault.
Very good at metabolizing plastics?
No, plastic is a foreign body. It's a foreign particle. In fact, it'll break down into nanoplastics, and nanoparticles in general have the issue of being able to penetrate cell membranes. So it can penetrate very deeply into the cell. It can cause inflammation. Your body doesn't know how to deal with it. It's a foreign object. So you'll get the inflammatory response when you encounter these. But to make things worse, the microplastics themselves are a foreign body, but they also release plasticizer chemicals when they're in contact.
Plasticizer chemicals. I know, don't you? I know, right? Right. I know. There's that. How are we alive? I know. We're eating McDonald's and drinking and we feel good even. We're having fun. Yeah.
With your body, and they can also carry toxic chemicals into your body.
The fact that they can basically invade and integrate into our cells, and you are what you eat. Are we turning into real life Barbie and Ken dolls?
Maybe just drink cold coffee from now on. I was thinking that too, David. It's all bullshit. Who cares? We're all fine. We're alive. It's good. Just chill. Everyone just chill. Okay, here we go. I have not done the math on this. I do not know if this is true, but I like it. I don't care if it's true or not. The sentiment is like so spot on. You ready? You ready?
Once your child turns 15, have them put $500 in a Roth IRA account. By the time they're 35, they'll have $276,000. Out of the $276,000, they can take $120,000 out of that with no penalties to buy a house. Be smart.
Sevi, there was that one show where that guy talked about putting money somewhere. And can you remind me what that is? No. I can't. Don't DM me ever again. Quit watching the show.
Don't let your son spend their money on Starbucks and social media nonsense.
Listen, I'm going to play it again. Don't fucking DM me later and ask me what that was that I said in the show. I'm going to play it twice for you. Okay? And then you decide. You decide whether you want to do it or not. Don't be like, how much money? Where do I put it? It's like, listen, I'm going to play it twice for you. Here you go. If you have kids, listen. If you have kids or you're under 15, listen.
Once your child turns 15, have them put $500 in a Roth IRA account. By the time they're 35, they'll have $276,000. Out of the $276,000, they can take $120,000 out of that with no penalties to buy a house. Be smart. Don't let your son spend their money on Starbucks and social media nonsense. Once you're
Listen, all that money that people give you for your kids, like when the grandparents give you $5 or $100 or 20, don't ever give any of that shit to your kids. Do not. Take all of that not every month. God damn it. Is it every month? Take that money and math ain't nothing. That's good. Hi, David. I'm not probably doing any singing today. I'm not celebrating you today. Sorry. Take all the money that people give your kids and just put it all in some aggressive mutual fund. All of it. Never give it to them. Don't share it with them. Don't tell them about it. Always just put it in an aggressive mutual fund. They'll be so happy when you're dead and they fucking open a bank account and there's like $6 million in there. So let me do the math here. 15 to 35 sets. Let's be generous and let's say it doubles every 5 years. So when you're 20, that'll be $1,000. When you're 25, it'll be $2,000. When you're 30, it'll be $4,000. And when you're 35, it'll be $8,000. Yeah, that's not true what that guy said. It says, oh, it's $500 a month. You're right. $500 a month. You're right. Either way, pay heed. I'm still I'm still down. I know $500 a month. I know that's a lot. Yeah, don't buy a car. Put away $500 a month if you can. Sevan, you have a living trust? I don't know what that is. Start putting $250 a month when they're born aside. Turntable, Roth IRA calculator, $500 will be $1,800 in 20 years. God, that sucks. Jeremy World, the spirit of what he said. Yeah, like just basically you should just take every cent that your kid's supposed to get, and I don't care if they hate you or you feel bad or whatever, and just start saving it for them. They'll be so stoked. They will be so stoked. Here's the thing. Get $10,000 when they're born. Try to get $10,000 and just put it in aggressive mutual fund and forget about it right when your kid's born. That's it. When they're 77, they'll have a few $1 million. I don't know what a 529 is. Oh, is that the college one? I don't think my kids are going to college. I think we just turned that one off and moved it somewhere else. Is the 529 the college one? I think that I think I see my wife give away $50 in passion fruit every day. I'm not even exaggerating. Passion fruit are $3 a pop, and I think my wife gives away 20 a day. Should be selling those fuckers. If you come to my house, you will leave with a bag of passion fruit. Big old bag. This clip I'm going to show you could change the trajectory of the show. You sure she's Jewish? I tell her all the time that I'm 10x the Jew she ever was. A fair question. Ken Walters, my dad made me put 75 cents out of every dollar I made on my paper route and mowing lawn in a savings account. Never had to take out a student loan. The other 25 cents to sports cards I still have. Win-win. Wow. You did, Chad? Are you fucking crazy? Okay, this clip I'm going to show you here will change. I think it will change the trajectory of the show forever. This will live in This is going to live in this is going to change the trajectory of the show. I had to think long and hard before playing this. Here we go.
On the food docket today, we got lemon torte and spackle, it looks like. Wait a minute. That ain't spackle, that's cream. And they're just shoving it on the, oh, no. Hey, now. You may be the defendant, but I'm going to need some respect in this courtroom. Is that a meringusi? Is that a tortusi? Whatever it is, Judge is going to need some. We'll take a short recess. On the food docket today, we got lemon.
There it is. Use the word liberally. It's yours now. It's free. Tortusi. Tank Reeves. Investing in anything a bank is stupid these days. Buy gold, silver, and own cash. If you're savvy, buy coins. Zach Jones, whenever Sevi starts spouting hyperbole, the video is going to be sexual somehow. You've cracked the code. Thanks for ruining it for everyone. Turntable, I made the mistake of telling my wife I'm blacker than her. I'm white, she's black. I grew up in the hood and she grew up in the suburbs. It was still a mistake to say that. Oh, is that one of those things that you're not? Oh, man. Is that like you said, like you told her one time, like you think about her sister when you're doing her and now you're going to pay for that forever? Yeah, you got to be smart with what comes out of your mouth to your wife. You can fuck everything up. I got in trouble last night. I did. I'm sure you guys would love to hear about the kind of shit that gets me in trouble. You probably don't know this, but it's not easy to live with me. I'm really dogmatic in my open-mindedness. Yeah, I agree, Ken. That would be fun to see that conversation. Okay, here we go. This guy is on fire. This guy is absolutely on fire. It's almost, you almost feel bad the way he wrecks people. This is one of those people you should stay out of his, never stand in front of this dude. Goob. Always stand behind this guy. Never, ever stand in front of this dude. You don't want this dude looking at you. You want to just enjoy him. You want to enjoy him from far away. So, here we go. This is, oh wait, here we go. Okay.
The other day, Madeline Fleming, she was talking a bunch of shit. And there's an update. Queen Conky, welcome back to the show. So the video yesterday was funny, lighthearted. She left this weird comment about how I stalk people and I make comments about beautiful women, which obviously couldn't be farther from the truth. I just call out the truth. If you're editing, man or woman, I don't care. We don't discriminate on this page.
So for those of you who don't know, this guy Goo basically cruises around the internet and calls people out for fraud. So he did, I don't want to say who, but he's done some people in our community. So he catches you for like photoshopping photos, but claiming like you can help people lose weight. Just shit like that. He's savage. And so this chick, Madeline Fleming, I guess, came onto his page and is like, you're such a fucking asshole, basically. And she fucked up, man. Because like you don't want this dude's attention. You do not want this guy's attention. This is not, you want to like just sit back and watch him from afar. Like a fucking cheetah. You want to watch from afar, like the safety of your car. You don't want to be out and be the center of attention when there's a cheetah around, a hunting cheetah. Here we go.
Everybody can get it. Madeline showed you that yesterday by showing you that even you could get it. Because as we quickly figured out, the reason you're mad about me calling out fakes is because, well, you yourself are a fake. But how big of a fake are you? You see, Madeline, I came across this very interesting photo of you on a Zoom call with Kevin Hart. You said, blessed to be working with the legendary Kevin Hart for Hart House once again. Some alarm bells went off in my head. So we screenshot the photo of Kevin Hart, we reverse image searched it, and found the original photo online. Madeline, you didn't have a Zoom call with Kevin Hart. You took a screenshot of his Today Show interview on his Netflix movie, Fatherhood, and mashed it up against yours. And Madeline, you didn't even try. You even left the OG photo from where you got this from September 23rd. Here's the original. You're interviewing some guy that is definitely not Kevin Hart. You just put his face over it. Wow, what are the odds the girl that's mad about me calling out fake people?
What are the odds that the girl who's mad at me for calling out fake people is doing fake shit?
Edits all of her photos and manufactured a fake interview with Kevin Hart. Pretty fucking high, to be honest with you. All right, so I did a video on this girl the other day.
I do like that picture of her right there, though. That is, imagine coming home and that girl's in your backyard. Dang. Jeez. As they say in the hood, marron. My goodness. I told my wife that I was more Jewy than she was. She didn't get upset. I also called my mom. I also told my mom when she came in the garage the other day, and I was like, hey, you know how I'm black, right? And she kind of just like looked at me. I don't think she likes the fact that I don't think she finds that part of my show enjoyable. I don't know. I'm projecting. But then I was like, and then I pulled up her Amazon profile picture. I'm like, but look, you're black too, because her Amazon profile girl was a black woman. And I think I got my mom thinking. She was like, oh shit, maybe I am. Maybe we are black. Black Armenian. Black Armenian. BLACK. Black Armenian. Black Armenian. Blarmenian. Maybe Blamenian. Maybe Blarmenian. BLA. Oh, there she is. Hi, Mom. Did I get you thinking a little bit when you saw like your profile pic was a black lady? Were you like, oh, wow, maybe he is onto something? Yeah, it's like a Foxy Cleopatra looking chick. Yeah. Yeah. Turntable. I find your taste in old school hip hop enjoyable. Thank you. We all either all originated from Africa or Asia. Yeah, those people south of the border are definitely the ones that they call like Aztecs and shit. Those dudes are definitely got some Asian in them. Something. Wait, what is this thing? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is good. Okay. I want you guys to try to get your heads wrapped around this. Seriously, try to understand this. Try to like have sympathy and empathy for this. Really stay open-minded. Here we go.
Tipped off by some concerned parents that a travesty was occurring in the swimming pool. On Friday, a race took place.
You're already tripping, right? So this starts playing, and it's a guy in a suit, and he's like, a travesty took place at the swimming pool. I right away went to like more of something that happened at the CrossFit Games, right? Where the guy's like taking videos of other dudes' penises in the bathroom. But hang tight. This one really gets bizarre. Hang tight.
In which there were 10 participants. 9 of the participants were teenage girls. They were either 13 or 14. And one participant, if you can imagine, was a male.
Listen, this is in Canada. And it's a race for 13 and 14-year-old girl swimmers. Although it does look like there's a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 15-year-old in there. But one of the girls' name is Melanie Weishart, and she's 50.
Age 50. The name of this person is Nicholas Sapita.
Oh, it's a dude. A dude in Canada is racing against teenage girls. kind. I don't know. I don't know. Is that pubescent or prepubescent? Like, how is that happening? This can't even be true. I can't even understand this.
He goes by his alias these days, and that would be Melody Wiseheart. I could come to an event like this. I could say I identify as a 13-year-old girl, and I swim with the 13-year-old girls.
We base on Swimming Canada registration. So if the swimmer registered
we base on Swimming Canada registration. Dude, are you fucking out of your mind? What's wrong with people in Canada? You're not a fucking robot. He just asked you why there's a 50-year-old dude in the pool with the girls.
Swimming Canada registration as a female, she will be eligible to come down to actually swim in this heat.
We were chipped.
God, that guy's hair is the whiteness of that guy's hair is beautiful. Too bad it's not thicker. Oh my God. Someone just sent me. Oh, is this from you, Mike? You're telling me how to turn that off? Okay. Yeah, I tried. Okay, I'll look at these notes later. Thank you. They like your money. They like your money, and they chase what's popular. Zero value fucks. No, I better not write that. I saw. I'm chatting with a very successful acquaintance who is experiencing a lot of success right now, and I'm watching woke people swarm to him and try to all of a sudden be his butt buddy. And it's what I was going to tell you guys about earlier. Unfortunately, some of these woke D-bags are my friends too, and so it's just hard. I'm just struggling to process it all. I want to be cool. I want to be like, you know what I mean? I want to be chill and let people change and like, but you can't for 2 years be supporting company. You can't be like supporting Carhartt, which in Nike, which were firing people who didn't take the injection and were enforcing masks at the workplace. And now all of a sudden the next cool company, which didn't enforce injections and was against masks and against forced injections, and all of a sudden that company's killing it. So you jump on their jock. At least say sorry. Like, what the fuck are your values? Where do you draw the line? Where do things become okay and not okay? And so I just see that and I'm just like, fuck you. Like, at least. Ken Walters, back to swimming in Canada. Ken Walters, so this guy sucked at everything in life, and now he will get validation by winning a teenage girls swimming event. Dude, if it was that simple, I'd kind of be okay with it. I think it's some other fucking worse, creepier shit. I don't know what the mechanism is that makes someone not do that, but like, think that. But I want to know why, like how. Like, if I had a daughter. When I go to jiu-jitsu tournaments, there's girls there who go against my. I was looking at a camera across the room that's turned on for Sousa's desk. I don't remember leaving that camera on. If I go to a jiu-jitsu tournament and a girl, there's a young lady there wrestling against my son, I don't say anything. And my son's lose to girls all the time, and it's because they're 7 and 9 years old, right? And at that age, the girls are just as fierce, if not more fierce. They're a little more coordinated. They've given themselves permission to win. They're good. But if I'm a father of a 16-year-old girl, and there's a boy that shows up, and it's a 27-year-old man, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not tolerating that. I'm saying something. I'm walking out on there, like I'm making a scene. And if you're scared, just ask one other parent to do it with you. Just be like, hey, will you walk out here with me? I want to say something to these people. What's up, Souza?
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I get your opinion on something?
Yeah.
You think 50-year-old men should be swimming in swimming competitions against 13 and 14-year-old girls?
As long as they win.
As long as it's in Canada.
It's how they registered, Sevan. See, so we don't actually look at the facts. We just look at the piece of paper in which they registered. And
yeah, the Canadian rules state right here. That was the guy's defense.
Yeah. I mean, that's impressive. How the fuck do you defend that at all?
Yeah, how about like, hey, I'm so sorry. This is really fucked up. I agree with you.
Where are the dads?
I have some values. You're right.
Where are the fucking dads? Where's the brothers? Where's the men in the family?
Sevi, did you know that Israeli forced the jab on 100% of their people? 98% have had 5 shots. Yeah, I do know that. They were proud of that. They were like, Israel was so proud of that. I think they were the fastest and most thorough injected country on the planet. Do you know also, Tank, how sad it was that there weren't enough injections for all the marginalized people around the world? It's so sad. So sad. Oh my God, it's so sad. Jeremy, I have 2 daughters. I don't think it will happen. I'm fully prepared for it to happen. I'll be on the news after fucking shit up. Hey, anything's possible now. I mean, you saw what happened. That father had his daughter diddled in the bathroom at the high school. They took the guy who diddled her put him in another high school. Then he raped that girl. Then the dad went to the board meetings. I think it was in Missouri. And he got arrested for standing up for his daughter who got raped. And then all the liberal media, CNN, MSNBC, they dragged that guy through the mud for standing up for his daughter when he's a fucking hero, right? Like a straight fucking hero.
Yeah, at that point, you're just pulling your kid out of the school and moving on. I don't think there's much going to those board meetings actually do, unfortunately.
Hey, everybody. I'm here in Jaffa, the oldest port city in the world.
Where's Jaffa? Do you know? Oldest port city in the world? Jaffa.
Jaffa.
Jaffa. Jaffa.
Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah, it must be it's some port for some Arab country.
Yeah, Tel Aviv, Israel is what came up here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It is a predominantly Arab city. This is it's been 1 month, November 7th, since the war. And I'm Jewish, and I'm walking to an Arab city and have no fear. There are no Arabs out here protesting. There are no Arabs out here talking about Israel's supposed genocide. You might ask yourself, why in the world are not the Israeli Arabs? 2 million. There are 2 million Israeli Arab citizens. Why are they not protesting? Why are they not calling Israel baby killers and genociders? And because they have seen the footage of Hamas, and they want nothing to do with that. They looked at the footage, the rape, the beheading, the maiming, the kidnapping, 242. They looked at all that and they said,
hey,
that
you
is
think
not
the
us.
Arabs in Israel are just keeping their head down low right now?
Yeah.
You're like a white guy during George Floyd. You're just like staying in your neighborhood.
Yeah, just don't look up.
Chilling. I'm
Keep
chilling.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm on this side of the fence already. I'm good. I'm good.
You don't want anything to do with that. We might not be the biggest fans of the state of Israel, and some are. Many Arab citizens are big fans of Israel, but maybe we might not be. But we are certainly not barbaric, not like that. So no, you will not see any Arabs here protesting against Israel's actions. They would love to see Hamas gone as we're dying. Good morning, everybody.
I think I know this is pretty funny, right? Dude is walking really fast for a fearless dude. I think the footage is sped up or something. Something's wrong with that footage. He's talking fast. Something's wrong. It's like Darren, hi. Shirtless D. You mind if I call you that? Having a daughter being raised in California and watching the amount of wokeness happening here in the Bay Area makes me want to leave to a place more conservative, more values, views, and status. Hey, my buddy came over last night and he took his kid to the high school football game. I can hear the high school football games from my house. They're just a few blocks down at night. You know, you can hear like all the people cheering and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he took his 5-year-old son there. And he said, I said, oh, let me know next time. I'll go with you too. Let my boys watch. He said, you won't believe what you see. He said, like, all the girls, or a large chunk of the girls, are walking around in bras, boobs out, and like G-strings pulled up above the top of their clothes. And they're
high
like,
school football game?
Yeah.
What
he said it looks like it's like like you're at a prostitution convention.
Wow.
And I live in a pretty kind of, what I think of what I live in is a wholesome area. You know what I mean? It's not. And
Yeah.
I know he's 100% right, because I see the kids like in front of liquor stores and stuff, like at their lunch breaks and shit. And I see the girls and I'm like, oh, Nelly. I go, hey, why don't you think the parents or the teachers say anything? That wouldn't have flown when I was a kid. And he says, everyone's scared.
Yeah, no way as a teacher. Like, I wouldn't say shit as a teacher. Comment on like what a girl's wearing at a high school in California. It's a death
You're
sentence.
toast. You think you're toast?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What are you doing looking?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fuck off, old man. What are you doing looking? Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did we get some sort of pass because they're close to the beach? Or that high school is too far away?
No, it's right near the beach. But Darren, my friend owned a CrossFit gym in Oregon. They were also on the L1 staff. Sold his gym and left to Tennessee. Says he regrets none of it. Left everything behind for a better life. Adrian Bosman lived in Oakland, and he left for Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, do not give your kids a fucking phone, dude. Do not give your kids a phone.
Do you have an age that you're comfortable with that?
A phone?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 16, but I could see myself even waiting longer.
Are you worried about that?
Not worried. I'm not a worrier, but
well, like, I mean, technology runs so much of our lives. Like, is that going to become like a deficit at some point for them?
So my kids don't go to school, right? And I hang out in a pretty small, tight circle. And Avi said yesterday we were in the gym working out, and he says to me, we were practicing. I was having to practice jumping rope with one leg, and he says to me, "Hey, I practice. This girl had me, and I practiced kissing." And I'm just trying to act cool. Like,
yeah.
Like, because I think I'm always watching him, right? You don't even go to school. How the fuck? What do you mean you were practicing kissing? He's 9. And I said, oh. And I'm just acting cool. And like, he's looking at me, like waiting to see how I react.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, when was that? And he tells me. And I said, oh, whose idea was it? And he tells me it was hers. And she's a little older. I said, oh. And I said, he fucked me up here. I said, oh, did you guys touch lips? And he goes, no, did you want me to?
How'd you navigate that one?
I said, I don't know. I don't think that's not that at all. Did you feel safe? Are you okay? He goes, yeah. I go, did you have fun? He goes, yeah. I'm like, you guys didn't touch? He goes, no, we just pretended. I go, oh, well, were you guys playing a game? He goes, yeah, family. Yeah, I know that game.
Yeah, house. Yeah.
He goes, she was the wife and I was the husband. I said, I understand.
All right.
I understand. I said, well, I'm glad you're having fun, and I appreciate you telling me, and I'm glad you feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Then I fucking ran inside, started yelling at my wife. Go talk out there and talk to him.
Go deal with it. Yeah.
And then another thing he said to me, he said to me, did you ligma or something like that? Something ligma. And I'm like, ligma? He goes, lig my butt. And I'm thinking to myself, where are you learning this stuff? I go,
Did
you
you
don't
not
even go to
laugh?
school.
Did you
I
just
laughed my ass off.
Oh,
I
okay.
laughed my ass off.
It's like, what's the protocol?
Hey, there's this friend I have who's a fire captain in California, and I immediately text him, hey, did you ligma? He goes, what? I go, lig my butt.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, and I guess with the cell phone thing, it's more about the internet, not the phone, right? It's like the access to the social media. It's the access to, like, rather than come to with the question to you.
It's him talking in donkey fucking cat.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
like just all
yeah.
the crazy shit I'd have typed into my phone at 7.
Right. Well, that was a good example, right? Because you said, like, he came to you and was like, hey, we pretended to kiss with this girl. Well, would that conversation have happened if he just had a space bar to type that into? Right?
What do you mean, boy kissing girl?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
didn't even think of that.
Right? Because that's what that Google spacebar, I would imagine, for most kids and adults, and myself included. It's like you'll have a conversation with that thing in terms of like what you're curious about, well before you would with the person who it involves or
Right. Good point.
Like we're so much more comfortable there than we are.
Like we think that there's no real AI, but it's been AI forever already.
Yeah.
Like you have a bump on your back and you immediately go to Google, what's a bump on my back? And you're trying to diagnose yourself. You're already talking to someone else.
For a lot of the younger generation, it replaced God.
Damn. Whoo. Shit. That's heavy.
I mean, you're going to go to it with your deepest questions, fears, insecurities. You want to be enlightened. And, you know, before maybe that was a book, that was prayer, that was seeking somebody else who was a mentor or like a figure in your community. Now that's just Google, baby.
Look at this. My kid had an Instagram account that he created on a friend's phone. Yeah. Wow. I definitely would have done that shit if my mom didn't let me.
Savvy.
Have fun. Yeah. Yeah, that is savvy.
Mm-hmm. It was so much easier. I got my first phone in junior year, and it was the brick Nokia.
In high school.
In high school.
I had the brick Nokia too. That was an awesome phone.
Yeah. My parents would not.
Do you remember when you used to drop your phone and the pieces would fly in all directions? The face would come off and like that little rubber thing that was your keys would fly, your battery pack would fly off. Like, and you would like, you just be at the mall in line with someone or something. Someone dropped their phone and just shit goes everywhere.
Hard say. Yeah.
Just pieces flying off.
Yeah. That was when you hit the internet button on accident and then you just scrambled to get off it. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
The data charges.
Yeah. What's that going to do? I don't know. Yeah. And then there's there was a barrier to entry, right? Like we had to call the house and chances are you were going to get the parents, like strong chance you're going to get the parents. And
may I speak to Matt, please?
Yeah. Hi. Oh, who is this? Oh, this is Matt. Oh, you're in school, Matt, you know, so-and-so. And there was like this like, thread of like, faces to the name and kind of see how they respond. And now it's like nothing. It's like, what's your Snapchat? You know, just take photos.
To go right around the parents. Holy shit.
There's no barrier to entry. Yeah.
Wow.
All photos.
Wow. I had a pager. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to have a pager. That was what my mom said. Only people that need pagers and cell phones were drug dealers and doctors.
Yeah, that's a good line. Hey, and the thing is like I was telling you guys the other day, I was at the skate park the other day, and there was some kid there. Avi was doing all these tricks, and there's a kid there, and every time Avi did a trick, this kid's like, I can do that. I've been able to do that forever. And this is going on for like 20 minutes, right? And I'm just like, and this kid, you know, goes to school and is around other kids, and
yeah,
it's that whole big dick measuring contest. And finally, Avi just snapped on him. Dude, do one then. He just starts going off on the kid. Do one. Let me see you do one trick. And I just walked over there. I'm like, hey, dude, do not let him get under your skin.
Yeah.
Right in front of the kid, too. The kid's like, you know, shocked. I'm like, it does, like, he knows. Everyone knows. Like, you the man. Like, don't just chill. He's like, well, he's just sitting here. He's been sitting here the whole time telling me all these tricks he can do. I just want to see one. I'm like, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he could show you, he would, but he can't. So
Yeah. Don't let him 12DD you. Here we go. Dude, I almost didn't do the show this morning, dude.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I was in a weird spot. It was the closest I ever came to not doing the show. I was in a weird spot. Do you know what it is? You want to know what it really is? The other day, God, I don't think I should share this with these fucking dildos. The other day, maybe I should tell you off air.
Okay. If you feel that strongly about it,
it's no big deal. I just know it's like the cop thing. I know I'm gonna have to deal with if I share it with these guys.
Yeah,
fucking Jake and David and Caved Astro will be just all up in my ass for the next 6 months.
They won't let it go.
I'm gonna be like, okay, one of your comments made me cry, and then it's just gonna be like, by the way, no one's fucking comments made me cry. Shut the fuck up. I'm just saying. It's gonna be something like that.
Yeah.
We can keep a secret. Fuck you, Barry. Sometimes there'll be enough chum in the water where you attack too. I seen that shit, bitch. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Hey, someone just made a post that I really want to see. Brett, let's talk about this in 1 second. Give me 1 second, Brett. I do want to talk about what you're talking about right here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna play this a few times because this is good. What ethnicity do you think this girl is? Is that a wig? Is that her real hair? What is this creature?
Looks like her real hair. She looks like Indian, maybe.
She kind of looks like she got some Rihanna in her.
Little Riri.
I have never in my life pronounced an L so hard as when I just went in here and asked the guy at Home Depot for some caulk, like some caulk. I have never in my life pronounced an L so hard as when I just went in here and asked the guy at Home Depot for some caulk.
Caulk. Do you guys have any caulk?
That accent threw me off.
I don't ever pronounce the R in caulk. It's cock. And what's the other word that I don't pronounce? I duct tape. D-U-C-K. I don't pronounce it. It's D-U-C-T. Duct. I don't do duct tape.
Duct tape?
I think that's what it is, right? D-U-C-T. Duct. Isn't that what that gray shit is called? Duct tape.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And I just have never thought about that before. But
I don't do it. I just do quack. Tape. You got quack tape? Quack quack.
Whip. Cool whip.
I'm vulnerable time with Sevan. I want the show to be funnier. I'll just tell you that. You guys can piece the rest together. And and I was just down on myself that I wasn't making the show funny enough. That's it. Fine. I'm done. Brett Bauer, what do you think about the CrossFit? It doesn't need to all be funny. I like the whole I like the breadth and depth of the show. It's like my favorite part of it.
Yeah, like super serious stuff to then just something funny.
Yeah,
and like you don't have a reaction from an audience. So sometimes like some of the things you say, like when I'm listening on a drive or something, like I'm literally like laughing out loud or just being like, oh my gosh. But you would never know that because sometimes it's just, I mean, you on here or maybe one.
Text me right away. Text me right away.
I'll just have the laughing.
Dude, that was funny as shit. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been multiple times.
Do you remember those phones where you didn't have to call someone? There were people, if they were like, you could make it. So if they had, I think it was called Nextel.
Oh, the fucking walkie-talkie feature. Where you at?
Dude.
You want to be an obnoxious asshole on the subway.
Dude. I would love to have one of those with you and my wife.
Just a quick walkie-talkie.
Sousa, where are you? I've called you 6 times. I know it's only been 12 minutes, 6 calls in 12 minutes.
We just have it hooked up to the speaker at the gym. So when the phone's sitting there and you beep through, it just comes across everything.
It's hooked up to the intercom at the gym. Souza.
Like, it's that guy again.
Did you do Chad?
It's that guy. I did not.
Yeah, good. Good. That shows you have an eye. Hey, that not doing Chad is the same as doing Chad is like is like just a lesser version of allowing that 50-year-old to swim in the pool. By that I mean when you see 1,000 and the 45-pound ruck on your back, you should be like, no, that's dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
I will say when I saw that you did it though, I was like, fuck, maybe I should do it.
I did it because I spoke to Jeremy. It was stupid. He got to me in the morning.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Dude, my mom came over when I was at, I don't know, 500 or 600. And she was just, oh, hi. I forget why I don't even know why she came to my house. But I was the only person at home and I was in the garage doing it. And then she's like, hi, okay, I just wanted to blah, blah, blah. I'm leaving. I'm like, no.
Stay here.
Don't leave me.
Your counter thing was genius, though.
No, you know what sucks about that? Because there'll be like a few seconds will pass and I'll be like, oh shit, have I been counting?
Yeah.
But you can't cheat. You can't be like, well, I'm going to give myself a few clicks.
You just start where you left off.
And so now you're trapped in you're just, well, you don't know if you did or if you didn't.
And then another,
or if you're like,
did
I accidentally hit it twice? And the last thing you want to do is be wrong. Like, I don't want to know. I hate the thought of I did 989, but I said I did 1,000. Like, fuck that. I'd rather do 1,011 and said I did 1,000.
Yep, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just because I want to like know that I did it. So there were a few times like that where I was a mess. I was like, did I click it? Did I click it too many times? Have I not clicked it in 5 minutes? I'm like, what the And there would be these weird time jumps too, where you would look and it's like 200, and then you look again and it's 239. You're like, what? I did 39. And then other times you think you did 50, but you've done 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a head fuck. It's a head fuck.
Sounds like it. I've never done that one.
So I didn't let my mom leave. My mom was cool. She could tell I was like, I needed
some backup. Some support.
Someone in the comments nailed it perfect too. They said, that's pretty good. That's like you almost didn't stop the entire time. And I did stop once. I only stopped once. And I stopped once and I put a little caffeine. I drank a little caffeine in a cup of water.
Smart.
I probably took like a 40-second break. And I felt it kick in. Like 5 minutes after I drank it, I was like, oh fuck. Thank you. It's probably like at 700 I did that, or 800. Okay, what is this? Brett Bauer, what do you think about the CF email this AM behind the scenes at the CrossFit Games with Team Richie? Please do tell.
Did you get the email?
No, I don't. I'm going to go to Craig Ritchie's though YouTube station.
Did you see Hiller's latest video? That out. The one, his like pros and cons on taking the testosterone.
Oh no!
Don't watch it because you're gonna watch it, and the last two that he says are like the pros.
Yeah,
like definitely make you want to take it.
yeah, I believe.
For me personally, like, I mean, he does a great job of laying it out. Like, I think if anybody is contemplating ever taking the TRT or is interested and wants to go to cahormones.com. You should definitely go watch that video that Hiller did. It's great. And I think it's just a really good, like, he doesn't skew his opinions or anything. He just kind of gives you the hardcore facts on it from his point of view, of course. But
what I did, he posted something about testosterone recently, and I was reading the comments, and it was like 80 people who were on it who were like singing its praises.
Yeah.
I would not want my hair to thin.
No, I mean, obviously that and like the acne, there's a couple of things that he kind of went through, but just the fact when he was like, I don't get tired during the middle of the day and I just have this like energy, like, fuck. If there's something that I could take that could do that has minimal
try
try
peptides. I'm gonna have Sarah.
But I mean, you saw what happened in that video. Inject something myself, like.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, so look at this. Back to the so. I didn't realize his hair was so long. So this went from his business was struggling. Oh, thank you. Oh, is this a love letter to Hiller? This thank you one? And then there's one, my skin is messed up. And you know what I think is the cause of that.
Yeah. You think that dude's on the juice?
No, not. Oh, I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, I do.
I was gonna say something else.
I think he is.
And then back to the beginning. Interesting. I don't see his behind the scenes.
Was it old? Click like his videos. That tab. And then because sometimes it arranges it in a weird order.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh my God, he is jacked out of his mind.
Yeah, dude, he looks incredible.
That would maybe also explain some of his emotional shit.
Did you chat much with him at the games?
No, but I think by the time I left, I mean, I went out of my way to say hi to him and Schnaz a lot, like a lot.
Schnaz?
Yeah, his chick.
Okay.
Where is I can't find so what, someone tell me about the email. Did you get the email?
I did not get the email. No.
Oh, Dan Guerrero, you get tired, Sousa? You know what's crazy too? After I did Chad, I laid down and went into like this weird dream world. Like I was like legitimately tired. I was like legitimately
like that workout wore you out.
Yeah. I was legitimately I'm so sore. I'm gonna go play tennis today though and try to loosen up.
Nice.
I want to see that. Someone tell me, probably just an email with a link to his old video. I know, but the thing is this. They would have never let me do the behind the scenes if they didn't let Heber and Craig do it. So when they that's the thing. They don't take a stand on shit. So it's like, it's this total like groups they're always worried about what's fair and what's not fair. So if they're saying, if they're going to do that for him, then maybe I can do that for me. I can be like, that's not fair. You please do it for me. It's not fair. I'm just a short Armenian guy.
Equity,
yeah.
That's what they need.
I had a little Mexican girl help me. Mariah Moore does that. He just had white people. Who else? Did we have anyone retarded help us with neuromuscular?
No.
Who was on our team? Wait, I'm trying to think who was on our team.
You qualify me into that group. I'll be the slow one.
We had an affiliate owner who was semi-retarded. My eye.
Who filmed with a lens cap on the whole time. We didn't trust him with the camera.
God, who else helped us there? Oh, Rios helped us.
Rios
and his chick Bella.
His wife Bella. Grace helped out a little bit. Instagram.
Rios could pass for gay. Rios could pass for gay. We had a gay guy. I know his wife was there, but he's real artsy. We had a gay guy, and does he have Asian in him?
Yeah.
Did we have any black people help us? Was there anyone black on our team?
Oh, I mean, you.
Besides me.
No. No.
Were there any black people at the games? Period.
Why is that funny? Jeremy's on the team. Security. Security.
Oh, I should have put Jeremy on the team, dude.
Who was? He's security.
It really isn't enough though anymore. It's not like I guess black guy still works, but gay white dudes, nothing. You don't check a fucking any of the equity boxes anymore.
Dude, Gay white dudes have endless energy. Maybe we got to find out what they're on.
But they don't. They're in poppers. They don't get they don't score equity points for you. Like you need a lot of shit. You need to be like really fringe to get equity points these days.
Yeah, you got to have a couple of different titles, right?
Yeah,
good old
You know how
fashioned.
you know how you needed 4 things to die from COVID. 4
4 things to
you have to have at least 4 qualities that make a liberal think they're better than you before they allow you to be marginalized. Now they've really upped the ante.
Oh shit.
How about this girl? Are those blackheads on her face that I want to pop?
What's happening with that?
I don't know. That lens is crazy. Oh, does she have a mustache? Look at that. That's a crazy filter she has on.
That's a mustache.
Yeah.
Week, a psychotic transgender person shot up a Christian school in Nashville, Tennessee. 6 people died. 3 of them were children. This is what the White House press secretary had to say.
People don't want their freedoms to be taken. They want us to fight for their freedoms. And so it is shameful, it is disturbing, and our hearts go out to the trans community as they are under attack right now. But
that came out. Don't forget, guys. The same fucking week. The same week that those fucking kids were beheaded, babies were beheaded in their homes, and people were burned alive, the White House announced Islamophobia Week, their Islamophobia program, so that people won't hate people who believe in Islam. The same week that this Christian school was attacked and the kids and the teachers were murdered, the White House said, we need to protect trans people, when it was a trans person that killed. I'm not saying that there's maybe not a place to protect trans people or or a place to be to celebrate Islam, but this timing is fucking disgusting. It's crazy.
Makes about sense.
Wow, we live with fucking we just live with assholes.
The trans community is under attack. We just don't know by who or when, or don't have any statistics on it. But thoughts and prayers from the White House, from old Joe, from the big guy.
Here we go. This is if you get a chance to watch any interviews of this guy's doing the circuit right now. His name is Mossab Hassan Youssef. His father was the founder of Hamas. He grew up in Hamas. He's the son of the founder of Hamas. Here we go.
I take the floor on behalf of the UN Watch. My name is Mossab Hassan Youssef. I grew up in Ramallah as a member of Hamas. I address the words to the Palestinian Authority, which claims to be the sole legitimate representative of the Palestinian people. I ask, where does your legitimacy come from? The Palestinian people did not elect you, and they did not appoint you to represent them. You are self-appointed. Your accountability is not to your own people. This is evidenced by your own total violation for their human rights. In fact, the Palestinian individual and their human development is the least of your concerns. You kidnap Palestinian students from campus and torture them in your jails. You torture your political rivals. The suffering of the Palestinian people is the outcome of your selfish political interest. You are the greatest enemy of the Palestinian people. If Israel did not exist, you would have no one to blame. Take responsibility for the outcome of your own actions. You fan the flames of conflict to maintain your abusive power. Finally, you use this platform to mislead the international community, to mislead the Palestinian society, to believe that Israel is responsible for the problems you create. Thank you. I think the
Savage. Hey, if you get a chance, listen to him being interviewed. He's on fire. Imagine. Hey, Dad, what do you do for a living?
I'm a leader of a terrorist group.
Well, what I do is I jump from whatever company's popular and making the most money. Last week, we supported the company that hated America, that sold clothes. And this week, we're supporting the company that believes in America, that sells clothes, because I don't have any values. I just support whatever.
Yep.
I support Noble this week, that supports Outwad, which supports child genital mutilation and enforces injections on all their employees. And then this week, they're gone. They went out of business. I'm supporting this company over here, Born Primitive, who stands up for values, human rights, America, freedom of thought, stands for the Constitution.
Is this Industry Todd or something? What happened?
I'm fucking tripping.
Am I out of the loop?
Yeah, you're in the loop.
Okay.
It's not Industry Todd. He's a douche too. What a fucking. I'm letting something leak slowly that's been driving me crazy for the last 24 hours. It was in our thread.
Okay.
You can't see it if you don't. You have to. Although the guy has a big account, he's private. You have to get in behind the paywall. But I'm just seeing these people sucking them off, and I'm just like, I texted him late last night. I don't know if it was appropriate. I'm like, crazy to see these fucking woke motherfuckers sucking you off now.
It's almost like they've never stood for anything.
Dan Guerrero, I don't know at all what's going on, but if you want to do an eye for an eye, I'm coming for you first.
If it were an eye for an eye, wouldn't the whole world be blind?
I don't even know what that means.
I think it's like a quote.
There it is. I quit.
Be more funny.
I'm done with this show.
Okay. They accused me of doubling down on my laughter since you said that.
Good, please double down. I need it. Double, triple down.
I'm just gonna get a laugh track.
Did you see the Shadikin where it leaked?
No.
It's great.
But I did see somebody comment on one of them that was like, I've renovated a lot of houses. Just expect a lot worse, Caleb. Like,
I know. And Caleb's like, thank you. I'm like, I don't know if that deserved a thank you.
That's not a thank you. It only gets
Man.
worse from here, kid. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I struggle, although I'm surrounded by people who keep explaining this populist idea to me. I struggle believing that there's really people like that. Like, how do they go to sleep at night? Or how do they keep the continuity of who they are if they just jump from what's cool to what's cool if they don't align?
Dude, because the fear of not being accepted in the current group you're seeking acceptance in is much greater than being somebody that doesn't have like a bedrock of like values or a conviction to stand on.
Do they know that?
I think so. And they probably don't view them as in like values or principles as important enough to worry about it. They're more so worried about being accepted into the current group. I mean, there's a little bit of that in all of us, isn't it? Being the person that's going to stand up for like what you truly believe in, and you've kind of like set the course of like, this is where I stand regardless of what happens. Like, that shit's fucking hard. I mean, go to the vaccine, for instance, right? Like, out of everybody around me, I was one of the very, very few people that didn't get it. And for a period of time, I was ridiculed by everybody.
Right.
I mean, everybody. Not in the sense of like, oh, well, why? Not like super pushing to get it, but as is like, okay, well, now you made all of our lives harder. We can't go to this because you don't have the thing. And now we have to, you need the test, or, oh, you want to go watch your wife graduate. Well, now we have to jump through hoops because you don't have the thing. Or now you can't stay at Aunt fucking Betty's house because, you don't have the thing and they're afraid. And, and that was hard. It'd been easier just to like go with it. I'll furrow my fucking brow if I want to. Lloyd.
There's a difference, I guess, between there's this line where like being a coward versus being a two-faced piece of shit. Like, sure, there's some coward in me, but it's the two-faced piece of shit part that I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of coward in me, but it's the two-faced part that I'm like, what did you think Noble was standing for when you were over there? Like, they posted endless. What do you think's happening? What do you think that they stood for as a company? I mean, there's everything that was not what allows us to enjoy our freedoms under the guise of being free. It's just so gross. What is this? What is this Nazi propaganda?
Jake's wild. I mean, David
is wild.
There's some wild shit on here sometimes.
Did you see that CrossFit gym that's partnering with a McDonald's?
No. That's real?
Dude, it sounds like they're in the same building, dude. They're partnered with, it says it's a gourmet delight partnered to give your life balance.
That's amazing.
Dude, it's crazy. I'll show you in 1 second. Hold on.
I'm fat because I drink too much red wine and I don't exercise enough.
That's not true. You're not fat because of what you eat and how much exercise you do. That is the line that everybody is led to believe.
Left you now and ran up and down Leicester Square for 3 hours and then went home and had a piece of lettuce and then came in and did the same tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. I would start to look like a supermodel.
Only for a few months, and then you would stop. In fact, you would start regaining weight within the first year. That is a fact. That's not fiction. That is an absolute fact. And there is literally no evidence that weight loss is going to benefit anybody's health, whether they're a child or an adult. I'm willing to stake my medical career on the fact that that the lies that we've been sold about obesity, especially childhood obesity, are not true. They are there to benefit the weight loss industry, not to benefit people. The point is very clear. Up to 98% of people that attempt weight loss will have regained all the weight within 5 years. That is up to 98% of people, and that is absolutely unquestionable. Second thing, this idea that energy in and energy out and energy calorie deficits.
And I'm fat because I drink too much red wine and I don't exercise.
There is some I think it was Gary Taubes I saw somewhere, and I was talking to him, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he was basically trying to explain to me that if you're fat, you're fucked. You're fat. That's it.
Like there's no hope for you?
No hope.
I don't believe that.
I know. I was struggling not to believe it either, but it's weird hearing it from someone like him.
Yeah. I mean, it could be easy to get jaded because I would say majority of the people, he's probably correct because wasn't it Greg that said majority of the obesity is caused by the mind? It's a psychiatric.
Well, he wasn't even saying that. He was going to try to like say it like it's a reality. Not that he's arguing people's limitations, that it's just a fact, like the way it's a fact that tomorrow the sun will come up. And he was explaining it to me with some sort of biological mechanism that once you're fat, I think if you're fat at a certain age, you'll be fat your whole life.
Wow.
But we have evidence. We have people out there who aren't fat their whole life. Hiller was fat as a kid. Look at him now. I never even see Hiller's weight fluctuate. I never even see his body change.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, asymmetric killer was fat. Look at
Yeah, but I wonder if there's a certain threshold. Like if you were gonna make that argument, like, are we saying that you were fat because you were chubby, or were you like actually morbidly obese? And then what was the time length in which? Because now Hiller's been not fat longer than he's been fat.
Right.
So
I don't think anyone's destined to be fat. I think there was a time on planet Earth where there were no fat people.
For sure.
I don't know when that was, but I do think that I think there was a time when there were none. Someone that's impossible. Nope. I really think it was true. I think there was a time where it's like every single human, just like I don't think that there's any fat lions in the wild. Do you?
No, there's not enough processed carbohydrate for them to eat.
I don't think there's one fat lion in the world.
Yeah.
In the wild.
I bet there's probably, and I know this doesn't equal causation, but I bet you there's a strong correlation between the fatter we got, the more the mental health issues came into play.
Oh, for sure.
right? Like you could probably see that like rise pretty much in tandem.
Hey, dude, what do you think about this fucking extremist thought? You ready for this? If you claim any mental illness and you still have a smartphone, fuck you. Don't talk to me until you get rid of your smartphone. You got to get rid of your smartphone for 3 days. Or, 3 months. No smartphone for you for 3 months. Now let me see if you're mentally ill. I bet you that cures half of it.
Yeah, you're probably right. That, and if you started every single morning with some sort of walk outside.
So why wouldn't you get rid of your smartphone?
Well, because I need it.
Right.
I need it. Try to leave your fucking house. I leave my house without mine, and I'm like, you know, you
every
did the
single
move. Where is it?
Every single person I know who says dumb shit to me, which is like when you when you sit on the high horse that I sit on, it's like almost everyone saying dumb shit to you all day. They all know every single bit they got from their phone. No one ever says anything dumb to me that they came up with on their own. All the shit they come up with on their own sounds like cool to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, just get rid of your phone. You don't want to be mentally ill, just get rid of your phone.
Yeah. I wonder how much that affects all of our thoughts, right?
Just get rid of your smartphone. Fuck yeah.
I mean, big time.
Unless you're fucking a steel trap like me, brain like mine, it's fucking you up.
I know the further I have space from like my phone and different things like that, the more there's like a weird period where it feels like there's not a lot of change. And then there's this period where it feels like I'm able to make a lot more connections between things and have like a lot more creativity in my thought.
When you distance yourself from your phone?
Yeah. Like, so I have this bad habit, I'll admit it, that I would go back in between classes real quick, or if the class is out on an 800-meter run and my phone's sitting up by where the music is, I would like turn the phone up and then I would like look through it real quick. Because I mean, you know how much activity goes down in our text messages and emails, and I mean it's fucking insane. And so I would feel like, okay, I don't want to get that behind. I'll just check it. But then all of a sudden I check it, and then there's like now there's other stuff in my space. I'm no longer focused on the 10 people coming back from the run. I'm thinking, oh shit, I didn't get back to so and so. Oh, do we have to do this? Oh, do I have to do that? Oh, I got to send this email, or oh fuck, I forgot to send this. So now I'm like thinking about my response of what I'm gonna send, right? And so that just starts to cloud everything. But if I go through multiple classes, and now I've just been putting it in the office, by that second or third class I teach, it just feels more clear. And I'm able to like make more connections, not only with people, but with more of my thoughts, just by having that much space. And that's not even like necessarily the internet. I mean, it is, but it could also just be like everything that's kind of coming into, you know, my thought process.
And I never miss my phone too. So like if I go play tennis with my kids, like I'll be looking at my phone, and I won't want to set it down because I'll be involved in something. But the second I set it down,
you forget about it. You're like, fuck it.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like if I forget my phone at home and go to the beach, I'm not panicked at all.
Yeah. Yeah. You're free.
I'm
you
like,
have the family there with you. You got everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good. I don't I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Pool boy. I was fat as fuck as a kid, supersized Coke and fries. I loved it. My parents didn't realize until it was too late, but then they made my ass move and didn't let me eat cake on my birthday. Abuse. Well, thank you for sharing your abusive relationship with your parents and food. My dad fat shamed me pretty good. Damn. I was chubby as a kid. I find it really easy to lose weight because I was tapped into the ability and discipline. Had this convo with my wife the other night. I asked, am I ignorant to think it's easy? My dad used to make me run.
I mean, we were just always supposed to be outside. Like we just weren't really allowed inside as kids.
I got my kid a Switch, a Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And they started fighting over it. So I got him another Nintendo Switch, and they still fought over it. And I got him a third Nintendo Switch, and they were still fighting. That story's not 100% true, but the spirit of what I'm saying is true. I think the third one I got wasn't a Nintendo Switch. It was something else, but you get the message.
Mm-hmm.
This went on for like, I don't know, 2 months. I just took them all away. and put them in my underwear drawer.
Makes life easier for you.
Dude, dude. And so they've been in my underwear drawer now for like 5 months. And yesterday, one of my kids was like, "Hey, can we have that video game back?" And so I did pull it out. I did pull it out and took it with me when I went to LA, so Avi could play with it. He didn't play with it.
Yeah.
But for that Chargers game, we just hung out the whole time. But the other, like yesterday, maybe Joseph or one of my kids asked for it, and I was like, "Nah, we're good." And he goes, "When do we get it back?" I'm like, "I don't think ever." But dude, my house is like, the whole point of those was just like to bring happiness to their life. They didn't bring happiness to their life.
Just brought another thing,
dude.
Another thing to worry about, argue about.
I tell them that all the time. I'm like, I know you're gonna find this hard to believe, but when I give you shit, it sucks because I know I'm giving you misery.
You know what was funny too is when we first got video games and like we would act out, there wouldn't be a lot like said because we knew that we wanted to come home, play the video game and stuff. My dad would just take the power cord with him to work.
Oh,
so
wow.
Nothing ever looked like nothing was changed, right? So you go there and you're like, go to hit the button. You're like, what the fuck? Why isn't the PlayStation?
Wow,
turned
that's
on? You know?
gangster.
And you look back and the cord's gone and you're like, where's the cord? And then, all of a sudden dad comes home. He's like, oh, I heard you're looking for the power cord. We're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that's at my office in San Leandro. When you guys quit acting like dipshits, you'll get it back. It's like, okay. Well,
Dan Guerrero, I think he's saying that's really expensive for the Switches. Yeah, you should see my fucking new Bentley. You should see all the fucking money I'm making from you fucking dipshits.
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you. Buy Paper Street Coffee. Remember how I told you the code gives you 15% off? It actually, when you use the code, it puts $300 in my bank account. Jackasses. Bad parenting. I'll take it. My kids are always outside. Well, I enjoy watching them play video games. I really liked video games as a kid. I enjoy watching my kids play video games. Maybe it's still bad parenting, but I enjoy watching my kids do stuff. My kids are always outside or playing sports, and they eat very well. They're lean and healthy and love life. It's not that difficult to compute. What this comes down to is lazy parenting.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, my dad played a lot of the games with us. I would watch or like was present with us. There was very little of just like going there and do. I mean, sure that happened a little bit if they needed some space or something, but
I played Atari. I played Atari for 6 hours a day for 3 years.
It's impressive.
Yeah. I had 200 cartridges on the 2600.
Damn.
But I also rode my bike 2 miles to Toys R Us at 9 years old with my mom's credit card and fucking went into Toys R Us and like got the game, and the guy would go behind that metal corral.
Yeah.
Remember those things where all the expensive shit was?
Mm-hmm.
And bring out the game. And then I'd ride it 2 miles home. Sevan's dog, 220 pounds and a 6-pack at 49. Juice. You're juiced. Tell me you're juiced. No, you can't. You want to hear something that's really fucked up, Kenneth? I signed the Switches. I don't recommend anyone buy a Switch. They are stupid. They're so stupid for so many reasons. One, you buy them, and I signed both Switches in with the same email account, so you basically can't play them both at the same time. And once you put an email account on a Switch, you cannot take it off. It's on there for the life of the fucking device. It is nuts. And if you go online and start trying to figure out ways to crack the code, it is fucking nuts. So I fucked that up for starters. So basically, it's really like I just have one. And then second of all, anytime you want a game, it's like fucking between 30 and 60 bucks.
Jeez.
And you don't even get the cartridge. It's just a joke. It's so stupid. I won't dip into video games again for my kids. They're gonna have to do that.
That's crazy that the price didn't come down a little bit because you don't have to like package it and distribute it and all that costs that are associated with that. You figure the game would be like $9.
Dude, it's so crazy. And they're not even, I don't even think there's great games on it. Frank Dubach, trying to make breakfast while listening to the Sevan podcast with my kids. Bad parenting. That's for sure. It's your fault that they're fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Sure.
I'll take it. Yeah. So I took it away. It's my fault they're not fighting. It's my fault they all have huge dicks too. I understand. Bernie Gannon, now if you're a teacher and you temporarily remove a kid's phone or switch, you invite a beatdown.
What? Wait, what does that mean?
Meaning like if you're like I've seen videos of that. Like the teacher takes the phone from the kid and the kid attacks the teacher.
I was just having a conversation with one of my members that's also a teacher, and there's zero ability, at least the way that they feel in the district that they work in, to even almost, it's almost like the situation with like the police a little bit. Like you almost don't want to intervene or scold a kid because chances are like 9 out of 10 parents now will come back and say, hey, you did this to little Johnny. And like, now we're going to
Channel 5 will show up at your school.
Yeah. There's like, you're the problem, not my kid. We don't want any adversity in the womb.
Turkeys do lay eggs. Turkeys do lay eggs. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Tank, sit down, buddy. Sit down. Tank is a very complex man. You know that?
Yeah.
A man with deep passion and love.
Good old Reeves.
And tolerance. But clothed, but also a man of I don't know what the other part is, but he's a man of something else too. Here we go.
Are there any Muslim countries that are accepting Palestinian refugees?
No, they never have.
That seems insane because there's all this support for the Palestinians. If you're Islamic, if you're a Muslim and you want to support these Muslims, wouldn't you support the idea that your country, this Muslim country, would accept those people and they could be in a place where they could be free?
Yeah, 22 Arab nations, over 40 Muslim nations internationally, right? There's one Jew nation, and that one Jew nation, Israel, has done more for the Palestinian people than...
I get a little aroused when he says Jew nation. Jew nation. God, my wife's body's insane. Jewish women have really nice bodies. It's nuts.
Any other nation ever. So it's ludicrous and it's insulting to the Palestinian people to start throwing stones at Israel when
they're good at carrying babies too. My wife was such a good baby carrier. You know, like be like, don't reduce a woman just to being a baby carrier. Like, reduce them. How about don't elevate them to just being a baby carrier? What the fuck's wrong with being a baby carrier? Sounds like a fucking great thing. What do you do? I make babies. No shit. What do you do? I just suck whatever clothing brand off is that's big in the CrossFit space. Yeah, I like the baby maker. I'm just a fucking sellout. I do whatever's fucking cool this week. I drink rain for cash. I'm a baby maker.
In fact, they're the only group that has been trying to protect in any administrative way, provide food, water, and resources to the people that are there. Over 40 Muslim countries, not one of them is accepting any Palestinian refugees.
What is the answer to that? Like, why?
They're a problem that is with the radicals that are embedded inside of them. How do you differentiate between who is a peaceful Muslim Palestinian to who is a radical that is working for Hamas?
How do you differentiate between the people in the CrossFit space who are authentic and the ones that support child genital mutilation this week, and then this week they don't? Because all of a sudden that clothing company's out of business. And now we're on top of this one. Dude, these companies are coming at us with values now. They didn't have to. They don't have to. You can just be chill and be neutral. You don't have to. But if they are, and you're jumping on the bandwagon with them, then you're gonna fucking feel the wrath too. Seven, can we hurry up? I'd like to go and research turkey eggs.
But wait, what if the individual you're speaking of had a change of mind?
then you should I think you should apologize. I think that, listen, if your stance is to support someone who believes, it's like, these people that have come out, like these people who've gotten the transitions, like, these girls who basically, I know people are going to hate this, but this is, I'm going to tell you what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
These women who end up embracing becoming men, I'm not talking about the men who become women, but the women who want to become men, the vast majority of them are doing it for one reason and one reason only: to protect themselves from men. They were raped by a fucking man at some fucking age, and now their idea, the way the brain works, is like, I'm going to become a man so more men won't hurt me. That's like that's the mechanism right there. There's something that they're scared of, and they think that if they become a man, they're going to be protected from it. I get it. I'm not even judging that. That's cool. Fine. Cool. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
I was asking if, like, who they apologize to and what they
so then these women, they do this unconsciously, and now they're transitioning back. They're realizing, like, holy fuck, I don't feel better now that I'm a man. I don't feel better that I transitioned to a man, and they're coming back as women and they're speaking about it. They're like, oh my God, I wish I wouldn't have cut my tits off. I wish there wouldn't have been an adult there. So when I was raped when I was 12 and I wanted to transition, they would have helped me in other ways. So by the time I was 18 or 25 and my brain has I have a complete brain, I could realize that, okay, I've gone through some trauma and I can deal with it in a way that doesn't involve cutting my tits off and becoming a man. That I didn't let the trauma manifest as then hurting myself.
Mm.
And so they come publicly forward with it and share that with the world so other 12-year-old girls don't make that mistake, and other piece of shit adults don't fucking help 12-year-olds mutilate their fucking bodies. You follow me, right?
Yep.
So going back to this clothing company thing, if you're fucking supporting fucking Noble, which is a fucking activist clothing line, they made up that name Noble before they even had a product. If that doesn't tell you they're a fucking pile of shit, I don't know what does. But let's say you don't figure that out.
Okay.
Right? Like, they weren't passionate. Like, Greg wasn't like, okay, I got this killer name for CrossFit. Let me put this workout fucking methodology with it. It wasn't like that at all. It was like, holy fuck, I found a way to train in the off season when I'm not doing gymnastics that gives me the same stimulus as gymnastics. Wow, this is really potent. Fuck, what could I call it? CrossFit. Okay, that's good.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So these fucking assholes, these zero value assholes, then make their company an activist company under the guise of being a clothing company. And if you're on that fucking bandwagon, then you're basically saying I support what they believe in.
Mm.
And what did they believe in? They believed in child genital mutilation. They believed in forced injections on their staff. They believed in taking the pride flag from gay people and fucking ruining it and letting pedophiles fucking join the group. They believed in sexualizing everything. So you're buying their shit, you're wearing their shit, you're taking their money. That's cool. I'm cool. I see what team you're on. Cool. But then don't jump over onto the other team without like explaining yourself,
without some sort of acknowledgement of how you made that leap.
When Tyson Bagent signs with the 49ers in 3 years, we're gonna know it's because there was a trade that with his job there were some boundaries and some rules, and his contract came up, and that he got traded, and that it was for an extra $72 million a year. And we're going to be like, okay, we get it.
That's a nice chunk of change.
Yeah. So if you're a fucking Noble sellout and all of a sudden you're jumping on the American company, like just be like, yep, I chase shit for money.
Mm.
That's the part I'm like having trouble processing. Like, you're not telling me why you jump in ship while you're changing outwardly. And so like, I'm tripping. I'm making up my own story. That's you know what I mean? Instead of being like, wow, is this person just chasing the money or did they have a change of heart? That's what you were asking right in the beginning. You're like, what if they have a change of heart? Right. I'm all for having a change of heart. I'm all for having change. I totally get the sentiment of Black Lives Matter. I totally get the sentiment of affirmative action. But at some point you have to be like, holy shit. They're making it. So we live in a society now where if you see any woman or black man, you can walk up to them and be like, did you get your job because you're black? Did you get your job because you have a vagina? Total legitimate question, not offensive, not rude. Why? Because we're openly hiring people because they're black and because they have vaginas.
Yeah.
You can't see any woman out there who has a job and not wonder if she didn't get the job because she has a vagina. Does anyone disagree with me? Same with being black. And so now every black person and everyone with a vagina has to deal with that premise because we've made it so that we're hiring people. We're treating people exactly the opposite the way Martin Luther King said to treat them.
Mm-hmm.
We're not judging them on their character,
on the content of their character.
Yeah, we're judging them on what kind of car they drive. Do you drive the vagina car or the penis car? Do you drive the black car or the white car? It's totally fair. That's why you see Mad Marvin here being like, fuck, dude, it's fucked for my kids now. No one's going to think they earn their shit.
Yeah. Better hope it's not the pilot flying your plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't want to have to guess why they're in their job. You just want to assume they're a really great fucking pilot, regardless of any of those other things we've mentioned.
But fuck, Sam Dancer's a good dude. Sam Dancer, and here's the thing. I'm not saying that you couldn't. I'm not going to go down there. Yeah, that's the thing. And remember how I told you, I have like friends and I'm like, I have people that I like that I know are good people. And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck are they navigating this?
You think they're that honest with themselves? Easy to ignore.
You mean they're just fucking stupid?
I mean,
there's a lot of just fucking stupid people out there. There's so many. The vast majority of people are stupid.
Yeah. Well, you could weed it out because if you start to go down the rabbit hole of conversation, not in an accusatory way, but just like in an open way of like, well, if this equals this, how do you stand for this? And then quickly it devolves into like, I don't think that deeply about it. I don't know. I don't want to have this fuck conversation. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of an insight of what that might be along the line of their thinking, right? There's a saying like, everybody wants to be gangster until it's time to do some gangster shit.
Right.
And nobody fucking around anymore. Right. Everybody
I
wants
I want to support the peace, love, accept everyone company until it comes to child genital mutilation. Then I'm going to look away.
Yeah. I mean, well, there was I was going to send this to you because I thought this might be a good point of conversation, but it was like, if you don't, and when this, of course, was like, it was like a graffiti account I follow. So there's some sort of graffiti like on the thing. And it said, if you don't like the graffiti, just look away like you do with every other company that uses child slave labor.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's the thing, too. Like, I use this and I admit, hey, I'm having trouble processing this. I don't know how to process this. It's the same with I use an iPhone and I do suspect it's made with child labor. And I do suspect, and I have heard that the Chinese have harvested in the last 2 years organs from over 300,000 North Korean children. I know it's fucked, and yet I'm supporting the Chinese economy. I have no justification why I'm pro-choice. I can't explain it. I understand it's baby killing. It's fucked up.
So do you think that the non-acknowledgement of that, or the inability to communicate that, is actually the issue, not where you land on the fence, but just how you got there?
The dishonesty, yeah. Just like if you can't, I don't want to see you switch. I'm not sure if I understood your question, but when I see people switching publicly, these chasms that I see as opposites, I'm like, how are they reconciling that inside themselves?
Yeah.
You are a vegan because you believe that other creatures shouldn't die for you.
Okay.
I feel you on that. And yet you own 17, yet you're a fucking billionaire and you own 27 McDonald's? Struggling a little bit.
Yeah. It's almost, it's not necessarily the answer.
There's an inconsistency there that I'm just like, and dude, even that one I accept more than they're fucking jumping from noble to fucking born primitive.
Yeah, it's not the answer you're focused on, and that's the same way I look at it. It's not the answer that you gave me. I want to know how you got there. More importantly,
yeah,
like
or I want you to acknowledge that like yeah, I'm a sell it. I chase the money, or yeah, I've changed my mind, or like I'm seeing you as a person do this, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? This is one that trips me. Like, this is one that trips me out. Look at this one. I talked about this one the other day on the show. This guy has look what this guy has tattooed on his wrist.
This is a heartbreak for me.
Stillness is the key.
I was a big Holiday fan until 2020.
Still, he has tattoo. That should tell you everything. He has tattooed on him. Stillness is the key.
R.I.P. Ryan Holiday.
It just makes him he's I think I don't know if I don't mean to be blasphemous to the Christians out there, but it's like false prophet shit. It's like he's a charlatan. And it's okay. I still think like maybe he's spreading the good message, but then like I'm okay taking stuff and reading it to you out of this book.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you start following me because I'm reading you good quotes out of the Tao Te Ching,
mm-hmm.
The Tao never does anything, yet through it all things are done. But the next thing I'm convincing you to fucking drink Gatorade after every workout. I just think that there's you should be called out. There's a disingenuous in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like, dude, you're like every other line out of his mouth should be like, hey guys, I'm just repeating to you what I learned somewhere. I'm actually not able to practice this myself. I'm trying my hardest.
Well, the interesting thing about Ryan Holiday is one of the first books he wrote was a book called Trust Me, I'm Lying. And it was about this marketing campaign he did when he first worked for American Apparel, when that company was becoming bigger, and he essentially like manufactured this outrage for like a gay play or something like that. I don't remember 100% the details of it, but he kind of gives you the playbook on these corporate interests and how they actually use people's values, quote unquote, to just sell more stuff to manufacture, their interest one way or the other.
That's makes me nauseous, made my skin crawl a little bit right there. But that's why I appreciate Red Bull's commercials. That's what I wanted CrossFit to do. What?
Because it says Red Bull gives you wings, but they all crash. It's not like
it's just absurd.
Yeah.
It's just like, we know. Thank you. We get it. Like I like what Paul Saladino says, when you drink that shit, you're on borrowed time. Like you're gonna pay for it somewhere else. Like like yeah. Hot dogs are lips and assholes. Oh, jeez.
That was aggressive.
Wow.
Like the sky in that photo with the beach. That's a good photo.
Hey, so all he has to do is now, what's the guy's name?
Ryan Holiday?
Yeah. All he has to do now is be like, oh, a wave of unconsciousness came over me. And instead of sitting in stillness, you witnessed me react to something. I contracted inside of my head and then reacted to my own thoughts. Sevan, what are you talking about? So if someone calls you an asshole, the word asshole does not bother you. Everyone here knows that, right? You don't give a shit about the word asshole. But then it goes into you and you have a reaction to it in your head. And then that's what you're reacting to. That's why you yell, fuck you. You don't yell, fuck you, because the guy called you an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little step in there in between that a lot of people like fall asleep and miss.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's that little step in there that you react to. So Ryan Holiday, when you're in stillness, when you're in stillness, you don't, and you're like, I'm going to get the tattoo that says stillness. You have that thought.
Yep.
But you don't go get it.
Yeah.
You just didn't do the stillness thing.
Now,
granted, he may have had all of those thoughts and still gotten it, and I could be totally wrong. And only he knows. And so the joke could be on me. But I team this up with the fact of what he did with around the injections, and it's like I just know he's asleep. I don't even know if he ever woke back up again. He fell back in. He fell inside between his ears, and he might not be able to get out.
Yeah, and this is completely judgmental, and I have nothing to base this off of. But people that tend to like grow up in that LA Hollywood area, like, are all fucking like that. Like, they all want to be this like deep, like enlightened being, and at the end of the day, they're just searching for acceptance by the popular group, but they just don't want to admit it.
Like when that dude Josh, the Twitter guy, the CMO at CrossFit, when I was watching like his things on like how to be a successful social media person, his whole thing was like, it's important to be authentic. I just want to ask you what that means, dude.
Yeah.
That's like the LA talk. You have to be authentic, be yourself.
Man, it really fucked me up when Greg talked about him for like 5 minutes, and he said like, hey, that we know this guy, we know these characters, and they have nothing to offer you. And I was like, he was talking directly about the CMO, but I was like, oh, fuck. That's everybody at CrossFit. Like, it was one of those things that stuck to me. Like, and I don't think Greg meant it that deep. I think he might have just been talking within the context of what he was having that point on. But it was like one of those things that when he said it, it was like, and then I was like, oh shit, this has just been a thing for the last 3 years. They have nothing to offer us. That mentality, the direction they're pulling everything, the way that they view the landscape and market of CrossFit, like, yeah, they have nothing to offer us.
I said I like this metaphor. They have also about the workforce there. They have 75 menus and no kitchen.
Oh yeah,
no cook and no kitchen.
That's a good one. Like, they have all these offerings, but not really, because once you choose it, we can't.
How do you have like the idea of having a marketing team as opposed to a media team is just nuts to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
They don't have people who can actually do stuff. The L1 team can, though. Dave's team can. They can do stuff. That's a team. The reason why that team is so successful is because it has 170 doers. They can all get up in front of a crowd and perform magic tricks. You know what I mean? They have an offering.
Yeah,
they can entertain, educate, enlighten. They can do shit. They're performers. They got skills.
Yeah, and
there's so many other people that just like
they birth the affiliate owners, right? Like, so through that group, like, that's how you get the affiliate owners. And I would have to learn more about the company in general, but if I were to place a bet,
birth the affiliate owners. Yes,
I would place the bet that the strongest line of revenue is your affiliateship, and I think that everything stems from that line of revenue of affiliateship. And if that line isn't strong, then I think the games crumble, because I think they're subsidized by affiliateship in terms of their spending. Yeah. And I think training starts to suffer as well, because, and it doesn't matter if affiliateship subsidizes training. That's important because one's propping up kind of the thing that births the other. Right. But when affiliateship subsidizes everything else underneath that umbrella of CrossFit, including your half-baked ideas that is just burning through cash that aren't working, and you have nothing to offer the affiliates in terms of philosophical direction, for me, that's more important than, a fucking advertisement campaign. Philosophical direction, a mission, a vision, then it gets kind of sketchy, because once that line starts to fall away, the whole thing is a house of cards that falls in on itself. I mean, you probably know a little bit more about that than me. This is just an assumption. I'm just an outsider looking in.
You nailed it.
Hey, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say one last thing I wanted to make on the point that you were making about the noble to born primitively fat. This buddy of mine that was super hot-headed, and he was always getting in fights. Like, I mean, it was just a drop of the hat. One time I asked him, I was like, dude, what's the most important thing to you? And he's like, well, my family, my mom, my sisters. I said, no, it's not. And he was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, no, it's protecting your ego. Because if that was really important, every time you get out of the car and get into a fight, or every time something happens at a bar and you get to a fight, you send your mom through the fucking ringer. Oh. She has to deal with this now. You have to go to court. Like, people don't realize, like, oh yeah, it's just a road rage. Like, dude, if somebody presses charges, this is going to take a year out of your life. You're going to have to go to multiple court cases. You're going to have to hire lawyers. You're going to have to try to keep yourself out of jail because someone's pressing assault charges on you. Right. And so I'm like, it's impossible because
Dude, that's the Palestinian thing. That's the BLM thing. You got all these fucking white students like Black Lives Matter, and you're just making their fucking life worse.
It's like
you don't care about them. You don't care about the Palestinian people. If you cared about the Palestinian people, you would want them free from Hamas and you'd want them to get the fuck out of Gaza. If you cared about them, if your most important thing for them was you wanted them to stay alive, which they don't. They're not even thinking. Look, I'm going to read you this comment. There was one in here. It says, Jesus Christ, grown men except for Bill crying like babies over the mean new owners. If you believe in the services you offer, stop paying corporate and go rely on yourself. I understand the sentiment of that. The thing is, there are 10,000 small businesses, mom and pop businesses. This isn't just like us arguing whether you should have to clap your head over your head if a burpee counts. That's like a different show. You know what I mean? This isn't just like there's a difference between Hiller calling Danny Spiegel out on locking out her elbows versus him calling DeCoons out for not having an L1. There's levels to this shit. Someone else writes, CrossFit's a company, not a religion. Functional fitness is an awesome sport, but not the only one that promotes health. That's reality, and that's okay. We can all continue to enjoy the sport and the community and work out hard and see progress. Like you're not getting it again. It's this thing, CrossFit is fulfilling something that CNN fulfills for some people, and the church fulfills for some people, and you're talking in a vacuum without recognizing it's human beings who embrace this. They want to make it their whole life. They want to be able to do it and stay healthy, and they want to be able to do it so they can help other people, so that they can sleep well at night and tell their kids that they fucking added and helped the world. It's not just and they don't want it fucked up. Imagine how cool it used to be a doctor 20 years ago. Now we all know that they're fucking just drug pushers, and that you're sifting through to find one that's not. Like, we don't want that to happen to CrossFit.
If Dave wasn't there anymore, this whole thing would be crazier, right?
If what? If Dave wasn't there? Well, man, I would, yeah, it would be true. I think there would already be, if Dave wasn't there, I think there would already be another affiliate program. Sevi, I know I keep thinking of this thing. I just keep, in my head, I just keep thinking of starting an affiliate program, but I want there to be a competition piece. And I was thinking, where would the competition be? Like, still have like something that's like, and where did I think the other day that I finally came up with a place? Fuck, I can't remember. But every day I've been spending like time mulling this over. Sevi, I know I'm still stuck on this mostly because you fucked me up, but Souza should have been on the update show on Friday. What are his thoughts? In regards to what? Sorry, I can't remember. Sorry, in regards to what? I have to pee and I have to go.
Yeah.
I should have been gone 30 minutes ago.
Me too. I'm like holding off to go into the gym, but I was just enjoying this conversation with you.
Oh.
It's felt like forever since I've been on. So
yeah, I'm glad you came on.
I know. Just got back from.
Yeah, what happened to monkeypox?
It wasn't as profitable. People weren't buying it.
Oh shit! Tomorrow's State of the Industry. Holy shit!
We got some studying to do.
Wow. Tomorrow's show is going to be crazy, guys. Tomorrow morning, Chris Cooper is coming on.
Yeah.
(2022) State of the Industry Report. 2023 State of the Industry Report. This is the old one. Tomorrow, the new one launches here on the Sevan Podcast. I'm so excited. I'm so appreciative of Chris of trusting us to represent. Oh my goodness. Asymmetric ears. Sevan, you are funny. Great show again. Thank you. So this is this. I just wanted to tell you really quick. So there's a PDF of this, and then there's a hard copy of this, and the hard copy is beautiful. I can't stop touching it whenever I hold it. But basically, this has everything you'd want to know about running a gym, not in the United States, not in Canada, but anywhere in the world, in terms of just like the hardcore metrics from a survey they did. I want to say with like 10,000 gyms or 15,000 gyms, not just CrossFit gyms, but all boutique gyms across the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and everything's just broken down. So the like here, look at this percent where the revenue comes from for gyms, and it says for CrossFit gyms 3% comes from supplements on average. Martial arts gyms it's 3%. Access only gyms it's 6%. The training, the kids, they got it broken down. How much 5% of the revenue that CrossFit gyms make comes from kids classes. At strength and conditioning gyms, it's 62%. At martial arts gyms, it's 52%. That makes sense. And everything's broken down in here, like the average cost per square foot, the what time is the best hours to be open that people attend gyms in different countries, different. Yeah, it's pretty. It's thorough.
It is. It's awesome. I'm excited to kind of dive into some of the numbers with Chris too, especially the cost of the expenses year over year and how that's risen and what that'll mean for the future of affiliates.
Average wage of highest earning staff members across all gyms, $28,709. Access only gyms, the people make more money, $44,251. Let's see. CrossFit gyms are CrossFit gyms are the lowest paying. Wow. Between martial arts, other personal training, strength and conditioning gyms. All right. Yep. Thanks for coming on. Tomorrow's show is going to be big. 7 a.m. Chris Cooper.
I'm excited.
I think you said Chris Henshaw. Isn't it Chris Cooper? Sorry, if I said Henshaw, I meant Cooper.
Definitely
Chris Cooper. Yeah, the dude from Canada. Largest gym consulting company in the world.
Mason broke. Fuck, I wish he was wrong. But for the majority, he's
all right. And then Tuesday, believe it or not, and I mean that, believe it or not, Tyson Bajan's coming on. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye.